One of us is here.
We're here.
Jim is here.
I'm here.
Sam is fucking out vacationing.
What are you talking about? I'm here.
Oh, all right. I didn't see you.
Thirsty Thursdays. Woo!
Oh. How was your, I hear the echo again.
Which echo? It's probably you think it's a computer again?
No, I caught him, though. I just made him turn it down. As the music was on, I could hear it. I'm like, turn the computer off.
But he didn't remember?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
that's a shame. It's a crying shame.
Yeah, he's busy. How was your event?
Oh, it was great. It was, I bookended the day with conversations with Triple H. He was on the kickoff show last night as well. And I did manage to sneak in a plug for the radio show.
Oh, cool.
On the pre-show. But he did absolutely call me out on it live on the air.
What did he say?
I was like, well, first of all, Triple H, it's really good to have you here. You were on the radio show this morning. You did fabulously, by the way. And he said, yeah, way to sneak in a plug for your own stuff on the show.
He's
it
right.
was live on the air, yeah. And I said, yeah, no, I did. But he made me feel much better because he complimented my haircut. And if Triple H likes my haircut and Bob Kelly doesn't, I'm in the win column.
No, you're not, because Bob Kelly, you have to see. Bob Kelly is more on your level, so what Bob says probably resonates with people more. Triple H likes you to look foolish.
What?
He wants you to look like a fool.
Bob Kelly is also, I mean, if one of them is being honest with me, you know, it would be Bob, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Triple H never wanted to have sex with you. Bob did. You've
He
lost
did
Bob's affection.
Bob's lost that love and feeling.
Yeah, Bob has lost his desire for you. So I would have to say that.
Wow, that's a great point.
Yeah,
Triple
that's
H
a person
did,
who loved you and lusted you and fantasized about you and had you dress up for him, and now all of a sudden he wants you yesterday's tomatoes, as my friend would say.
I forgot about the way Bob Kelly lusted over me. No, that's true. I don't think there's ever been a sexual attraction from Triple H.
No, not at all. It's purely professional.
Right.
So he wants you to kind of look like a boob.
No, I guess it is good for his business if I look like a boob.
Oh.
Did you pass gas a little? Was that what that sound was?
I did not know.
Okay, good.
Okay.
That was just a little squeak in the chair?
Yeah.
Because I heard also, I heard a gasp from Troy,
Yeah.
who's in the studio with you.
Yep.
Was he gasping because he didn't like where you moved the sign?
Yep.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But the video team, I mean, they're just trying to make the videos look good, but they had it like right up against the chair. I'm like, I'd rather not have a sign.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't noticed it yet, but
I think they moved it closer today.
Oh, they moved it closer?
They did, right, Rob?
Yes.
At one point, they were thinking about putting two big banners behind the chair, and I was like, look,
It's crazy. Put it
there's
on the
2
wall.
feet of there's
What's
2
the matter,
feet
Rob?
of space.
Smells.
Oh. But how about
Oh,
they just put 2 of them back here and
Does
leave them
Rob
on the
smell
wall?
something in the studio?
He does, yeah.
Must be the sign, right?
Yep.
I think it's a sneaky
Sign placement.
I see.
Or move
Yeah,
this
yeah.
in a little. It's just too, there's not enough room behind me. I'm not trying to be a dick, but there's no. I pull my chair back and I hear like the flow of leaning into like a sign.
Right. Plus, by the way, there's 2 giant cameras on either side of your face, so there's not a ton.
I'm used to that. I mean, being in movies and TV, you get used to the cameras and the lights.
I forgot about that. That's probably how Marty does it.
Yeah, Marty's a little claustrophobic when he shoots. He wants to. It's an immersive experience. But no, I fix this. And I just wanted to put it on the wall, like stop letting everybody have our studio.
That would be nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It would be nice if they were just like, you can have the studio for yourself. That way, there's no food particles on the mic. You don't have to set up every day.
Everything's a mess.
Everything's always a mess.
It is, right?
Everything is just rearranged, moved everywhere. There's always
Like that Limp
crumbs.
Bizkit song, rearranged.
Something like that.
I want my own windscreen or my own mic. It drives me crazy. I mean, I talk at comedy club mics, but I'm not talking into them for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't really have to, like, when you're in a comedy club, you're looking at the audience, so you can distract yourself from, you're not staring into the microphone like a maniac. But when you're on the radio, you do at points look into the microphone because there's no audience to lock your eyes onto, and then you look at the microphone and you see a little kernel of something.
Oh, it's yesterday. It looked like a piece of cornbread was on the outside of the.
Oh, Cornbread Jimmy and Me.
Yeah,
That should be the new name of the show.
that'd be a great name for a show.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting. I've had moments on the show, I haven't said anything on the air about it, where I'll see a little hunk of something, and I'll just mentally have to move past it, because otherwise it'll be all encompassing.
I'm going to start cleaning them every morning like we used to. Remember, they used to kind of wipe them down with these wipes, and it makes sense. I mean, it's not crazy to do that. It's you're talking into something that people have been fucking coughing into for 21 other hours.
So we don't. Yeah, the new mics. It's the first time we're using mics that don't have old school windscreens on them, like the foam that you wrap around the mic that you can easily replace. Yeah. These are like pop filters that are structures. They're pieces of metal that are screwed on. And so they said from the beginning, these aren't things we can switch on and off. I bet they could. But they said these aren't things that we can switch on and off. So just deal with it. But, I mean, I don't know. The studio, they're new studios. Like, it hasn't been that long since they put the mics on. I have to imagine that everything is going to be a mess.
It'll be disgusting.
Because the thing about Sirius, too, is that, like, they let people that don't do radio at Sirius. That's part of the thing. Yeah. So, like, you end up with an even messier studio than a regular radio studio.
See, that's why Howard was smart, because he demands his own mic. He doesn't want anybody talking into his mic all day.
I mean, he's also smart enough to make enough money.
$1 billion. Yeah, it is a $1 billion empire. But I'm just saying it's a smart thing to demand.
No, yeah, that should be top of the list.
Tell you my own mic. And it's not because I think I'm better than people. It's just gross.
Right. Elvis, I mean, yeah, you're not looking for one of those, like, Elvis Duran has, like, I think one of those, like, either gold or some kind of, microphone that's special just for him. You don't need a golden microphone.
No, I don't.
Just a clean one.
Yeah, I don't care about what color it looks. The appearance doesn't matter.
What if it was a flesh-colored microphone?
Oh, good luck hearing anything out of me. You're too busy giving it kisses.
Why is Jim's mic so muffled all the time?
Do you know how you knew it was going to rain today? Like, I knew it was going to rain in New York.
How?
There's a weird
weather forecast?
No, the weather didn't tell me, but I knew. Oh. As soon as I got my car detailed, I'm like, yep, it'll fucking rain tomorrow.
You never even take your car out.
Dude,
you finally take your car out, you get it detailed, and it's like, here's the rain.
I took it in to get serviced, get the oil change and stuff. Because I have to drive today, and they're nice. The guy was a fan, and he goes, yeah, and so detailed your car. He just did it for you. It was really nice.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, it was over at Mercedes. They were very, very nice. I leased one, and it's a fine vehicle.
That's a little humble brag, old Jimmy Benz.
No, I lease it. I don't, when I pay a little something every month, and it's like you with your iPhone. What's the difference? It's not even that much more.
You get a Mercedes for like $50 a month?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I gotta get a Mercedes. Why'd I get that stupid phone?
I don't want to own a car anymore. Leasing it, and then it's a total write-off because I use it for work. Anyway,
I switched over to the same thing.
Guy did a nice job for me, and today just ruined.
It's ruined.
Yep.
Dude, that's the end
20
of that
hours
nice
later.
Thing. I love that. Is it supposed to rain all day?
Yeah.
Oh, great. That should be good for my flight home.
Oh yeah. It's pretty gusty winds. Troy, check the winds for today. By the way, I always check wind. Now I've learned that I had to check what the wind gusts are going to be. And
so I was going to say, because I'm live in Orlando again today at the WWE Performance Center, and I'm supposed to fly back home. I have to fly back home this afternoon, and then I'll be home for a day, and then on Saturday I'm flying out to Sacramento to do the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view kickoff.
That's nice
Sunday.
language.
Well, that's the name of the show. They couldn't call it, Heck in a Sack.
Yeah, Heck in a Cell, they could.
You think so?
Heck in a Cell, yeah. That's family entertainment.
Well, okay.
So the Hell in a Cell in Sacramento, and you fly home Sunday night.
I'm catching a red eye, so I might be a half hour late on Monday, but I'm catching a red eye back to New York Sunday night to be there on Monday.
Isn't it nice being busy? Like, don't you feel like when you're busy and you're doing shit, even though it sucks sometimes because you're not sleeping and doesn't it feel like great? Like, I got to be here, I got to be there. Like, you're needed somewhere, so at least you're alive and your career is doing something.
Yeah, I'd much rather be exhausted and busy than stressed out with plenty of time.
Yeah, it's nice to always. Troy, can we make it a little cooler in here? I probably turned up. Thank you. I normally would do that myself, but now that I'm in the what do we call it, the captain's chair,
right. You have a lot more responsibilities to think about too in that captain's chair.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
and I feel like I handled them quite well yesterday and today. If people want the truth,
great. You've been great. I've been so impressed. But you're right. It is much better to be super busy than to be like, I got a few days off. Oh, good, a slow week.
Yeah.
I'll catch up on my rest. You never catch up on your rest.
You know, and a nice slow week is good sometimes, but when you have to leave, like, if I got to fly home today and I got to do 2 things, out on Saturday again, it's just great.
You know what's not good? A slow 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's what you don't want.
Yeah, and people, like, when you're busy and you're all over the place, you don't realize that other people are not busy. Until you're not busy and you see somebody else who is, you're like, God, it sucks to not be doing anything that I want to be doing.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so it was super fun. I'm here because last night, as we were talking about yesterday, I was doing the pre-show for NXT on USA, which they premiered their 2-hour show on USA last night. It was awesome. But it was really fun doing the pre-show because they did it outside for the first time since I've been doing it with the audience. Like, they set up a structure right outside the arena.
Right.
And we did the show right before the doors opened. So, like, all the fans that were gathered up waiting to go in, like almost like College Game Day does it, they all gathered around the stage, and they turned the mics on live so that everybody could hear it. So it was like you were doing this TV show, but it was also a live show.
Like a live remote, yeah. So now
so
people know you there, right? They all know you.
Yeah, I got booed.
Oh, that's great. Then they really know you.
Yeah.
They know you personally. But isn't it weird? Do you think of it like, because you're a wrestling fan for so many years, since you're just a wee little boy, and now you're not only known by the guys who are doing it, but all of the fans of it. You're considered a part of it, whether they like you or not. You're a part of it.
Yeah, the weird, like, the surreal thing was like when they put me in the program.
You know, in the right.
Yeah, when you buy the program and there's pictures of everybody who's a WWE personality, and there's Sam Roberts there. I'm like, okay, that's crazy.
Why didn't you keep a copy of that?
I have a few.
Oh, you do? Okay. I wasn't sure
a couple
if you bought a program.
Yeah, a couple WrestleMania programs, a couple of regular programs, a couple of SummerSlam programs. Yeah, I keep a few. Sometimes they just switch out the cover for events, and it's the same program on the inside. We get the new cover, too.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, just
have different copies.
Of course.
In the Roberts household.
I'm never going to like look at those and not be like, yeah, that's awesome.
So they booed you a little?
Yeah.
Why'd they boo you?
Well, they cheered Pat McAfee and then they booed me. I was saying things that they didn't like, so I guess they booed me.
What'd you say that they didn't like? This is something you say that I don't like.
What do you mean?
Good morning.
Oh. No, I was just making my opinions heard on certain, wrestlers and whatnot, and some of the wrestlers are fan favorites. So
that's right. Okay, so you're kind of you're annoying them. Hey, can we hear some of the booing? Troy's got it up. There's a lot of people there, though.
There was, yeah. It was a good crowd. Hopefully, you can hear it. I don't know if it was queued up. It'd be nice if anybody on the staff had watched the thing that the host had done last night, and then they would know. But I doubt that anybody did. I didn't know. You're the co-host. Like, I'm fine with you not watching it.
But then again,
nobody has any.
All beginners.
Yeah, this is new to everybody.
I want to hear. Can we hear him getting booed?
On the line for an ultra special and historic event tonight.
Wow, Carly Caruso is very attractive.
Charlie, yes.
Charlie, okay, yeah.
She is. She's a fitness person.
Yeah, you said that she had like some kind of interest in me.
I never said that.
Oh, okay.
And tonight is no different. So let's get the introduction started.
Okay.
First of all, he is one half the Jim Norton and Sam Roberts show, the last professional broadcaster, Sam Roberts.
Thank you. Tonight is a little different.
You can hear the booing over loud. The wrestling, they're trying to put music in.
Drowned out the booing.
Drown out the booing.
Oh, the booing is so loud. That's so great.
It's deafening.
You don't know when you're there because, like, I heard the crowd. Obviously, I didn't hear the TV feed of the boos. Oh, listen, and now listen to Pat McAfee's intro for the juxtaposition. Rewind a little bit so you can hear her say, "Here's Pat McAfee." Yeah.
This is NXT at its finest.
It's almost crazy to think that we're here right now doing this, but here we are.
Unbelievable.
All right, and then over to my far left, he is the host of the Pat McAfee Show. He's also an ESPN commentator. He's also a small business owner. What else do you do, Pat McAfee? Everything.
The only thing I do is get excited for evenings like tonight. The NXT universe is already electric.
Much different reaction.
Funny there wasn't a Sam chant.
No. There was a boo.
No, they were yelling Lou.
Oh, Lou.
Wait, were they chanting Pat?
Yeah.
Pat.
So it's cheer,
Yeah.
a round of booze,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and then Pat gets Pat.
But isn't it great? Like, that audience is so excited to see that show. Like, they were all in such a good mood. And then they introduced me, and they still booed so loud that they couldn't drown it out with music.
With loud music they had to play.
Yeah.
But you know what? They don't the WWE higher-ups don't give a shit if you're getting booed. They probably love it. They love that there's a reaction by an announcer's getting some kind of a reaction like that.
Especially when I can, like we had...
Tell yourself that when they fire you.
yeah, Sam, we like you. It's just the audience doesn't. The boos are... You must have heard them. I thought that was a good thing.
Yeah, I thought you guys would like it. I was getting a buzz. No.
Yeah, and I got booed many times. I got booed... Wale was on the show. He's a rapper. I don't know if you know him, Jim, but he's...
oh, yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, he's pretty well known.
I know the name, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that him right there?
I don't know. I don't see your monitor.
Oh, sorry. It's the guy with the green head bandana?
Yeah. And so, we went back and forth a little bit because he was there to, I guess, help out a tag team that's very popular called the Street Profits. That I
you know who they are?
Yeah, I know who they are, and I insulted the stuff that they've been doing lately, and it kind of caught Wale off guard because it was so direct, and also I was booed for my opinions again.
Oh, people booed you?
They did very much so. Yeah, yeah, I was happy with it.
Yeah, but the wrestlers all get it.
Yeah, I mean,
You
yeah,
hope.
hopefully, yeah. Most of the time, the wrestlers all get it. Yes.
Would you be annoyed if they really wanted you to fucking give a verbal beating to the Undertaker?
No, I'd be all right. I mean, no, I enjoy giving. When they ask me to give a verbal beating, especially to somebody, if they ask me to do that, like the Undertaker is somebody who you wouldn't do that to, right? Nobody really does that to. So if they said, we really need you to do this, I'd be like, yeah, that's amazing.
Because no one does it.
I'd probably talk to the Undertaker ahead of time and say, look, I need to make sure you're okay with this. That's one. I really don't talk to anybody. Like last night, I love being at WWE because they have, either they're too busy to notice or they have faith in me because literally we didn't rehearse anything last night. We just went on and we ran, like, here's what we're going to be talking about on the show. And we just did the show.
But they did rehearse backstage. Here's what you didn't see was the cue. They're like, all right, cue introduction, cue loud music to drown out boos. They were ready. They
saw that coming.
Oh, they probably had a tech meeting before. All right, listen, turn the monitors down. We're afraid the boos are going to blow out the monitors.
We usually would never play the music this loud. No, I know this is a special occasion. You're gonna need louder. Does this go to 11?
Oh wow, yeah, this is a nice little crowd there, man. You got a good amount of people watching you, and they all like Wale.
Yeah. Because Wale, because he's a cool guy. He's a famous rapper, but he's also like a legit wrestling fan, and that comes through. Like you always know. I mean, as you know, with comedy or MMA or metal or whatever, like
dancing.
You know, dancing. You know when somebody's a big fan and when they're just kind of there to be a part of it.
Sure.
And so when you see somebody that's a big fan, they love that.
Yeah, I guess so. Right.
Yeah.
Well, it looks good, and I do think it's funny that they gave you a booing.
Yeah, it was a good time.
So have you interviewed Rhonda yet or no?
I don't think I have interviewed Rhonda because she hasn't been around since April. She just did a year. She did a year solid and then went home. I mean, she's still associated with WWE and she still does their reality show, but she hasn't been at any events.
Was she having a kid? And why?
She's just not. She said I wrestled for a year. I think she's going off to start a family.
Oh, she's stopping? I hadn't heard that.
I mean, yeah, she's not for right now, she's not wrestling. So
I didn't know that. Okay.
I wouldn't be shocked if she came back at some point, but yeah, for the moment, she's not doing anything. She went off to her farm where her and Travis live. Not our Travis, believe it or not, but the polar opposite.
No, our Travis is also a protector. He protects his family from Wookiees.
Oh, yeah. Well, somebody's got to protect their family from the evil yetis that live at the top of mountains.
That's absolutely. Oh, no. From other people with the dark force.
Oh, yes. Yes. Somebody's got to, when you go into the Cantina bar, you never know what kind of bounty hunters you'll encounter.
Oh, no. Now, who was it first? Was it Hans that shot first, or did Dusho shoot first?
Wouldn't that be great to go to a Star Wars convention and just have a sign that says douche shot first?
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, Travis is back. I'm still in Orlando, but Travis is back from Orlando. Travis, I did.
All right, you guys
heard,
just missed each other.
We did. I don't know if you heard yesterday's show, Travis, but I did tell the guys that you were working very hard at trying to get me 2 nights ago to join you at Epcot so we could watch Sugar Ray together.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't want to have fun with me.
I didn't. It's not that I didn't want to. I actually really did want to. It's just I didn't think the timing was going to work out.
Sugar Ray together?
Yeah.
In a different state that we normally live in?
So much fun.
Yeah, it does sound pretty awesome.
Play Fly.
What time did you fly home?
Yesterday.
Fly.
No, what time? In the afternoon or the morning?
Our flight was at 10:30.
Okay.
Did you go see Sugar Ray?
I didn't.
Oh, is that a big regret?
Kinda.
What did you have to? Did you have to ride Big Thunder Mountain for the 19th time?
No, man. We only rode that twice.
What'd you do the night before?
What did I do? What?
The night before you left?
We went to Epcot.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Had a nice dinner.
You went to Epcot and Sugar Ray. That's when you know. It's so insulting to Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray is playing at Epcot. You are already at Epcot. It is a free show. All you have to do is walk to the place where they're performing. And by the way, I know where they perform. It's right by all the restaurants. So if you're going there to eat, all you have to do is walk down a couple doors and sit down and see Sugar Ray for a little bit, and you still decide not to.
I had to save my spot for the new nighttime spectacular.
What is the what?
What is the new nighttime spectacular? That's what I yell every time I come in a girl's mouth.
Yeah, look, I can hear Fly on the radio anytime. I was only going to see this show once.
What's
is
the new
the
nighttime
show?
spectacular?
It's just a temporary thing that they're doing in between.
Good.
In between their permanent shows.
What is it?
It's called
Fireworks?
Epcot Forever.
Oh my God!
What is it though?
It's fireworks. It was
How great would they be if they just set
super
Epcot
lame.
on fire?
It was very stupid.
If they fucking poured gas around the perimeter, it'd be awesome.
If they just
Just set everyone on fire.
Yeah, everybody just stood there and burned. And they filmed it for YouTube.
they put blockades over all the exits and just set Epcot on fire.
It's a new YouTube show called "None of You Will Be Missed."
So you sat there and watched a lame, in between 2 seasons fireworks show.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to be lame, and plus I wanted to see it.
Was it lame?
Yeah, I mean, it's
You could have seen Sugar Ray.
it's a temporary, fireworks show. So
Well, yeah, none of them are permanent. They just blow up and they're done.
no, I'm not talking about the fireworks themselves.
But it's like the post-summer, pre-Halloween fireworks show.
No, like Illuminations is the Epcot show that's been playing for 20 years. It plays every night for 20 years, and they're doing a new one which is going to start sometime in 2020. But in the meantime, they're just putting this on.
Did you ever see
Why don't
Illuminations?
Yeah, I've seen Illuminations a bunch of times.
So why don't they just put Illuminations back on until the new one comes
I don't
out?
know. I'm not
Dumb.
sure why there's something in between.
Let me ask you now: when you do this, when you wanted to go to what restaurant did you eat at the night before you flew home?
Well, what country were you in first? of all?
Good question.
Yeah.
We went to Japan, but we didn't eat there.
Oh, where'd you?
Oh, okay. You just wanted to get a little bit of the culture.
Jim's not going to like where we ate.
Why?
I'd like to know. I'd like to know what country and what the name of the
It was not a
restaurant
country.
was.
We ate before we went to Epcot.
Smart.
We ate at the Hoop-de-Doo musical review.
Oh my God. Oh my.
The Hoop-de-Doo musical review.
It's a dinner show at Fort Wilderness. It's awesome.
So far,
dinner
everything that's come out of your
show.
mouth, I've hated.
It's great. It's been around since the park opened.
Do you want to eat at the Hoop-de-Doo musical review? No,
Sam
I'd rather
would.
eat out of that. It's a barn.
Chicken. It's as much chicken as you can eat.
Fried?
Fried, of course.
Yeah, I probably
Fried
would
chicken,
indulge.
mashed potatoes, baked beans,
That part, the food sounds really good.
unlimited
Yeah.
beer, sangria,
They got soft drinks?
cornbread. Yeah, as much soft drinks as you want.
I
Is
would
this-
probably indulge in a hoop-de-doo.
Awesome. It was so much fun.
Did you enjoy the Hoop-de-Doo musical review?
Sure did.
Were they running
What's-
around singing in the audience?
Sure were.
I
Oh my
hate
gosh!
it.
Don't disrupt my dinner.
Oh, I hate
It's part
it.
of the dinner. It's what you pay for.
Troy, what do you think?
This is so stupid.
Would you eat at the Hoop-de-Doo musical review?
No.
Would you rather be getting your ass eaten?
Of course.
I mean, it's not like one or the other.
That's right.
Yes, it
I
is.
don't think-
Do you want to eat the Hoop-de-Doo musical review or have your asshole tongued? Option 2, please. Fucking
Yeah,
yuck.
that's when you know if you're out with the right woman. If you're like, we could eat at the Hoop-de-Doo, National Review, or my butthole. Which one would you prefer?
I'll take the Heine.
So what is,
Oh, that
explain
looks
to me,
hideous.
Travis,
Yeah.
what is the Hoop-de-Doo musical review Scoop Diddy Poop?
It's an old. I mean, it's an old time, dinner show. They
sucks.
they're all
No,
in character.
I don't know.
No, I mean, like, you know what a dinner show
They're
is.
doing that walk around each other like, I'm going to walk around my gal. You know,
Yeah,
they're kind of
sing,
walking.
they sing stupid songs.
Square dancing?
I mean, there is some.
Which one of the songs?
Oh, I mean,
They're all dancing in like a circle around the table. The people at the table are laughing instead of fucking screaming for the manager.
everyone's having fun.
It looks like, I know
it's a
it's
good time. And then
that's
they go
called-
away and you eat and then they come back. And
That's the dance of the virgin. I've seen that before. Yeah.
Exactly.
I hope so. Half of it's kids.
Bunch of fucking incels on stage. I'd be screaming for the manager, demanding they get away from my table while my food is being prepared. I would fucking hate the Hoop-de-Doo musical review.
Yeah,
But
why
you
do they
know
have to-
you know what's happening when you go there.
You shouldn't be on. I mean, stay on stage though. Let me enjoy my
Exactly.
food. The kid can watch you on stage. Don't be crowding me while I'm trying to eat.
Fucking Shirley Hemphill back there as a waitress. So let me ask you, have you been there before? Did you know what this was?
Yeah, of course I knew what it was.
You've been there before?
It's been around for 40 years.
But have you been to Hoop-de-Doo before?
No, this was the first time we had gone.
Wow.
And
Big
this was
deal
something
for
that
you.
we really have wanted to do for a long time, and it just never fits into our schedule.
So let me
Oh
ask you,
my
do you have to
God,
make
this
reservations
family
in
of
advance?
yours.
What?
You have to make reservations, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like how far before you
course,
travel
he said.
down there or no?
Yeah, way before.
Oh, okay. You can't just get one night of.
I mean, you can. Like,
It's hard.
It's hard, but you can.
Timing may not
Sure.
work out.
Yeah,
Hey, by the
How
way,
many Hoop-de-Doos do they do a night?
3.
Three shows a night?
4, 6:30, and 8:30,
Wow.
or something.
With the same cast?
Yeah,
That's a lot of work. Those guys fucking really work.
it's almost exactly the same as it has been for 40 years. I think they've changed out like one song.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, guess what?
What?
Nothing stays the same over 40 years. You know why? Because people's tastes change. It's stupid. They should have changed it a lot in the last 40
It
years. not a
harkens
little.
back to a simpler time.
It's
When
very-
what, people
so-
didn't know what entertainment was?
Yeah. Just when misogyny and racism just ran rampant.
That's right.
Well, there are those things that we could bring back.
40 years? No, I'm not advocating.
That's still there. You can go Splash Mountain and get all the racism you want.
It really is weird, the theme of Splash Mountain, when you go through it.
What is it?
Splash Mountain, so there's a Disney movie called Song of the South, where they, Zippity Doodah comes from that, and
I
you know,
hate that song.
but it's a very racist movie.
It's not. It didn't.
It
age
hasn't
well.
been. No, and Disney has never released it. It's
No.
hidden in the vault forever. But for
Oh,
some
it's not, it
reason-
was never released.
No, it was released.
I mean, it was
when it
back
was
in the
out.
day.
Yeah, but they're not
But, like,
putting it
yeah,
out on
since-
video.
I think the last release was probably in maybe the
It was
I
probably
think they
sometime
put
in the 80s.
VHS tape in the early 80s.
What's it called?
Song of the South.
Okay.
But yeah, like Splash Mountain is kind of themed around
It's themed around the
Song-
characters from Song of the South.
Song of the South. And it's really weird because if you go through with an adult brain and you pay attention to the story that's being told, you understand what the rabbit is in reference to and all this stuff. And you're going like, well, how is this a ride in Disney World?
So right now there's like an old black guy with a hat, and he's singing into 3 bumblebees on
That's
his
Uncle
finger.
Remus.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Um,
I'm surprised you never heard a Song of the South, Jim.
I've heard of it. I didn't know what Uncle Remus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That
But
sounds
his
like a
portrayal is-
request. Wait,
Wow, we can,
what's the sound in the back?
it's just staticky.
By the way, that music, there's always racism with that music.
Of course there is. And that's the music that's going through Big Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
So, Travis,
Yeah.
your Hootenanny Theater.
The Hoop-de-Doo review?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not think, because I made comment while you were gone,
I heard.
it's too long.
What's too long?
7.
It's only a 2-hour dinner.
No, I don't mean first of all, 2 hours at that dinner is way too long.
Stupid.
You wouldn't 2 hours in the Hoop-de-Doo musical review.
It's all you
Well,
care to eat.
Yeah.
What was your favorite all you care to eat?
That's what they call it.
You said it was all you could eat.
I'm sure the clientele loves to take advantage of that.
You think there's a bunch of big fatties in there?
Oh, yeah.
Big fat asses hanging over.
Actually, I think it's
do.
all you care to enjoy. They don't even eat
All
anymore.
you care to enjoy.
But they do that everywhere now. Like, because all you can eat is offensive.
Of course it is. It's triggering.
Yeah. Well, no, they just don't want fucking giant pigs being self-conscious when they fucking waddle in for an evening of indulgence and repressing childhood molestation memories.
They also want to be able to. They want to be able to kick out fat people when they're clearly not enjoying what they're doing anymore.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
can eat more, and I will. No. You're not enjoying this.
All you
anymore.
can
gotta go.
enjoy.
You have to leave.
They have a lot of desserts.
Yeah, strawberry shortcake.
All right, no
Aren't you
need
sitting
for my
there-
nickname. But that was so. That's the only dessert?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that!
Dumb.
You don't like strawberry shortcake?
Yeah, once. For all I
It's
can
like
enjoy,
it's
I'd like
an-
a few fucking options.
It's an all-American dinner. It's fried chicken, ribs, beans,
Oh,
green bean, and then strawberry shortcake.
can you have two pieces?
Build
You
that
can have
wall.
you can have all you care to enjoy.
What lazy bags of shit make one fucking dessert? How about some fucking rhubarb pie?
You know how
Piece
many
of blueberry pie.
You know how many strawberry shortcakes they're pumping out of that kitchen every night?
So
yeah,
many.
they're probably a
Oh
lot.
my
They were
God.
delicious.
Are they
But
good?
like,
Yeah, they give you like a big one for the table, and then you just,
Whipped cream,
yeah.
ice cream.
Was there ice cream?
It's American, isn't it?
yeah,
No, there wasn't ice cream.
Fucking
that's
commie dinner.
Come on.
I don't think there was ice cream. No, no
Borscht.
ice cream. Borscht.
Shitty commie dinner.
But aren't you sitting there thinking like, it's a big financial undertaking, this whole trip. There's so much to do. There's so much to see.
Yeah.
We should not be spending 2 hours at the Hoopty-Doody review.
That's you know what it is. That's the end of the week. There's nothing to do that they haven't done yet.
No, I planned it
But
that way.
Look, this is what I'm saying.
I
You're there
blocked
for
out the hours.
Oh.
My
That's not
calendar
what
would
you
have looked like from 7 to 7:03. We're going to be at the Hoop-de-Doo musical review.
I would love to take Jim there.
What was your favorite song at the Hoopty?
Maybe strawberry shortcake?
That's a
That's
song?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
I don't remember.
Yes, you
Yes,
do.
you do.
No, I don't. I
How did
really
some
don't.
of
Yes,
it
you do.
go?
Strawberry shortcake. You clap your hands.
How do you clap them?
Did you clap?
Yeah, of course you clap, Jim. You get into it.
I can't. I get so embarrassed doing that stuff.
There's no way I would do it.
Would you clap along?
No.
Yeah, you clap along. You embarrass your child. Great
I mean,
time.
I get like you do it over the top
Yeah.
because it's embarrassing for her.
Because now she's
Oh,
like, so now
Dad.
she's like 10. So like, embarrassment is starting to come into the picture,
Yeah.
which is great.
Does she
You
now?
just-
Does she enjoy the clap with the shortcake song?
Yeah, she had a great time.
You just lean in and whisper to her, just so you know, I'm not like most dads. I'm a cool dad.
I'm a cool dad.
Can you put in strawberry shortcake song Hoop-de-Doo?
Hoop-de-doo. Hoopity-poop.
Or just listen to like the opening number.
Yeah, you like the opening number too?
Yeah.
It gets you in the spirit?
It kind of, introduces you to the characters.
All right, this is strawberry shortcake.
Oh, it introduces you to the character.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm getting into it already.
this fucking stinks.
I would have already walked out.
Oh, dude, this is fucking awful.
There's food in front of you. You're not walking out. You're just eating your
I
food.
would eat the food's probably good.
Yeah.
I'll grab the
You know
chicken
what?
wings
It's-
and roll.
I'll tell you this. As soon as the songs start, I'm putting my finger up and I'm saying, server, can I have a couple to-go boxes?
By the way, here's how you know a dance sucks. When there's a song playing and someone's walking in place and they're holding the bottom of their shirt and they're moving the left and the right side of their shirt out like in step with their walking, you know it's going to be a shit song.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Like an apron. They're all wearing like checkered aprons.
Well, yeah, because they're about to serve the strawberry shortcake.
Oh, is that what it is? That the big song for the cake?
Yeah, then the cake comes out.
Can you
Oh,
imagine singing about cake and going like, and here's the cake we were just singing about?
no. If I had my way, when people were
It's the cake
clapping,
from the song.
they'd all have nails through their hands like it was a crucifixion. Stuff like that makes me so uncomfortable. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, this seems like a terrible,
Because we just
terrible-
don't have kids. We don't
No,
try
but
that.
I mean, even adult fun like that, where everybody's clapping. So everybody smile, ha ha ha! I can't do it.
You're just sitting at your table. Nobody's judging you.
No,
Travis
I know
would've-
that, but I'm judging them.
Travis would have gone to Hoop-de-doo-doo even if he didn't have kids.
Of course he would have.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That's part of the
It's a great
experience.
experience, yeah.
Yeah. Travis is all about the experience.
He is. And by the way, we didn't talk about the lightsaber.
Well, how much does the Hoop-de-doo cost?
I think for the three of us, it was around 200, but we're on the dining plan.
What's the dining plan?
So that's just table service.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
That's
but
a table
It's
service.
2 credits though.
Ooh, so you really got a plan.
The dining plan is all your food included?
Yeah. You pay a certain amount and you don't have to worry about paying out of pocket while you're there.
Oh, that's
Dining
smart.
plan is good. I get the dining plan.
Yeah.
when I go
It's
to.
smart if you make it worth it.
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
ways.
but-
I mean, there's plenty of ways you can just lose money by buying $12 cheeseburgers every day.
Can you eat anything you want on the dining plan?
Anything you want on the menu. Yeah.
And how about like when you're just walking around the park?
Well, yeah. I mean, you have X amount of meals, X amount of snacks.
Let me ask you this, Travis, because I've done the dining plan too. I love it, but you have to strategize everything that you're eating.
Of course.
How quickly? Let's say Jim goes for 5 days. How quickly are his snacks gone?
In a minute.
In a minute. I mean, gone. You would use all your
Rice Krispie
snacks.
treat. Ooh, Rice Krispie treat.
You would be so pissed. By day 2, you'd go over and you'd be like, "Yeah, just use a snack." And they go, "Sir, you don't have any snacks yet." Oh, what the
snacks are
fuck?
gone.
What the fuck?
I just buy them. Is it any faster to do the dining plan?
No, it's just economically it can be cheaper.
If you do it right, it should be cheaper. They're banking on people not being responsible and just not even using their meal plan.
Yeah.
Which I think probably happens a lot, but if you're
Oh, yeah.
smart like me, like Travis,
Because
it
like
absolutely saves you a ton of money. And you could have really good big meals, but you got to make the reservations early. You got to plan it right.
yeah, like a dinner credit averages at about I think like $42. So as long as your meal is more than $42, you're making out.
Okay,
And
so
that's
each person.
That's meal, drink, and dessert.
So how much is the dinner plan for the 3 people? Your food plan for
I
all
don't know.
3 of you?
I don't know. We got it for free
Why'd you get a free meal plan?
because every year they offer free dining, where if you book a resort room and a ticket package, you
At
get
the right
free
time.
dining. Yeah, at the right
Yeah.
time, you get free dining.
Oh,
It's a
so
very popular promotion.
so let me ask you: is it because it's a little off season?
Yeah, I mean they schedule these promotions so that they book rooms in slow seasons like September.
Is New Year's Eve a big season for them?
Nope, nobody's there.
Oh, they're not.
Yes, no, they are.
Oh, what's the biggest time of
you
year
mean
for Disney?
Christmas.
I mean, when it's cold, in other parts of the world and there's something to celebrate, no, why would you go to Disney?
I agree. Absolutely. I'm going to Anchorage this year. Okay, so I
So-
see.
So it felt like, here's why I thought it was a long time, Travis. You were gone in Disney World for a week, 7 days, right?
Yep.
Ooh.
I started following your Instagram stories. By day 5, you were doubling up.
Well, yeah. What am I going to ride everything once?
By day 5, you were at 10 o'clock in the morning texting me and Rob trying to get into PUBG games.
That
You
was
were bored.
we had about an hour to kill,
You were bored.
Oh,
and I was like, oh shit, it's 10:15.
You were bored.
it's the perfect hour.
It is the perfect hour. Let me see if they're on.
But-
And sure enough, you were.
When it comes time for like day 4, day 5, when you're starting to double up on everything, doesn't part of you go, okay, we could have done this in 4 days?
No, because we only double up on certain things, and there's plenty of things that you never even get to.
What was the big
Yeah.
roller coaster you went on that you wanted to go on?
That I wanted to go on.
Yeah.
Well, we hadn't been on Slinky Dog Dash yet, and that
Oh,
was
you
that
gotta
was
go on
good.
Slinky Dog
That's
Dash.
that's at Toy Story Land.
You know what? I tell you this. Slinky Dog Dash was very, very tough to get on when I
Very
went
tough.
a year ago. And I'll bet it's a lot easier to get on now if you go at the right time because of Star Warsville.
I don't think that's the name of it.
How long did it take you to wait? How long were you in line for Slinky Dog Dash?
Well, we did it strategically, so we waited 0 minutes.
What's strategically?
Go at the right time of day.
Which is when? How do you know when to go?
Well, we
Jim,
went at
Jim,
6 in the
wait.
morning for that.
Oh.
Jim, I'm looking at his Instagram stories. He's there for rope drop at 5:45 with his whole family.
That's right.
5:45 a.m.
Oh, how many times did you do rope drop?
Twice,
He dropped ropes all week.
both for Hollywood Studios.
Do they mind did your family mind waking up that early or no?
No, they want to. It's better. You can get more
It is
done.
better.
You can get more done in 3 hours and then go home and take a nap than you can in like if you wake up at 10 o'clock and go there.
And it's not that hot.
No, it's for that's the other
Oh,
thing.
that makes
It's
sense.
not that hot.
Troy, is that what you think of when you go like, "Hey, would you want to participate in rope drop later?"
That's not what I think of.
No, I think of a dominatrix tying up my dick and spitting on me. Well, can I see rope drop? This is so upsetting to me.
Yeah, I've been there. I went to rope drop when I went for Animal Kingdom because I had to get on the Avatar ride. It was very, very difficult at the time, but
Did
if
that
I went
3
for rope
times.
drop, I could get on.
That was a great ride.
So what do you do in rope
It's a
drop?
great
Everybody just runs into the park?
Yeah, you have to,
People go different ways. So Hollywood Studios is open at 6 o'clock for the next, I think, month because of Galaxy's Edge, Star Warsville.
Yeah.
Star Warsville is what they call
No,
it.
go to Travis's Instagram.
So it's probably all gone. It was all stories.
Oh, okay.
So it's 6 o'clock. Well, we get there like 5:45.
Of course, you got to be closer to the road.
Everybody goes to the left to go to Star Warsville. We go to the right to go to Toy Story Land. We do things in reverse. And once everybody's done at Star Warsville and they're coming over to Toy Story Land, we're headed over to Galaxy's Edge.
So when you went into
Just
Galaxy's
smart.
Edge,
So
was it mobbed?
I mean, it's always busy because it's new, but it's not that bad.
How long did you? How many people are at Rope Drop?
Hundreds.
Oh,
It is a lot of people.
Yeah,
But
I mean, up to thousands.
do you eat breakfast?
At Rope
no,
Drop?
No,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you eat before you go, or
no. I mean,
Take a
Nutri-Grain
shit?
bar. Yeah, if I have to, yeah.
I can't
They
believe
do have bathrooms in the park.
By
the way-
the shit in a Disney park Rope Drop dumps.
Let me ask you, Travis.
Go ahead.
Were you- yeah, I need to drop this rope out of my butt. Are you at all shocked that Jim, it took all of 30 seconds talking about Rope Drop for Jim to go, where do you shit?
It's his number one concern. Is
It would
bathroom.
drive me nuts.
What are
Having
you
to go on
worried
Rope Drop,
about?
I'd be standing there. I'd get there like,
I mean, you.
You just go and then you wait for them to open the park. Why are
Also,
you worried about going to the bathroom?
They bring you inside the park. Like you could go to the bathroom while you wait.
Fuck this. Fuck this. I like to walk around Disney for a day or two just to check it out, but I don't go on road. I would hate all the people there.
When we go to LA, we're going to go to Disneyland. When the show goes to LA.
Do you really think I'm going to spend one of my LA days
Absolutely.
in Disneyland?
Yep. You're
Come
going to
on,
spend
bro.
a
That'd be
few
so
hours.
much fun.
Yeah, with
for all of us
Troy
to
and
go.
Sam.
But I
Yeah,
don't go
come
on rides.
man.
I get sick.
We would have a
Hang
good
out, watch.
time.
We'll document it. It'll be
Yeah.
content. Come on, bro.
Don't be a square.
That'd
Don't
so
be a
much
square,
fun.
bro.
Well,
We'll make
then why
videos
don't we
with our
book LA?
iPhones.
Where I hear all these
Even
LA
Troy
chatter.
wants to have fun.
Yeah,
And we
I'll
do
go.
hear a lot of LA chatter. There's no booking being done.
I know. Let's book it. I got to go out. I'm shooting something at the end of the month, so I got to be out there anyway.
Hopefully yourself.
Oh man, that's probably true. But it won't be with a bullet. It'll be me with my back and my feet on the wall.
Rope drop.
So, Travis,
Yeah.
you go, you get there nice and early,
5:45.
rope drop
Yep.
into Slinky Dash.
Yep.
What time do you get up?
For
that?
4:30.
Wow, that much or an hour? Why? I would say 5:10, and you walk right over.
Well, I like to shower,
Oh, okay.
and we take the bus over.
Nice visual.
Yeah. Thank you.
There's not a literal rope, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how come no one's videoing it? I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah. Where's the fucking dumb rope drop?
There's rope drop. It's just, I mean, it's a rope, and then they open it, and then people go in.
And then people walk in.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm looking for it on YouTube.
Should be
Nobody has it.
noose drop. All those people for rope drop? Fuck you.
These are all the people walking back to Galaxy's Edge.
You know what's
Toy
really
Story
bad?
Land, actually. They're slinky.
You know what's really frustrating? When you go for rope drop and
You
you,
don't know
go
where to
towards
shit?
and you can't go to the bathroom. I have to go bathroom. No, when you wake up for rope drop, and you have to take buses to get to the park
Sure.
in all the resorts.
Sure.
And you get to the bus stop, and they're not on time. They're off by
No.
a couple minutes, and you watch a bus go away. You have to wait 10 minutes.
Or there's a giant line, and you're like, I'm not making this bus.
No, I know.
Let me tell you, you know what has completely changed Disney World?
No.
Uber and Lyft.
Oh, people Uber to the park.
Dude, it's it's like $8 to go anywhere.
Wait,
that's
Uber in the
crazy.
park?
I mean, there's so many. We must have used it like 6 or 7 times just because you know what? I don't really feel like doing this. We can be there in 15 minutes if we just Uber.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah,
And you'll go
They
from
must be
park
making
to park?
They've got to be making a killing down there.
So
Not
let me
bad.
ask you, when you do this, is there a way to get some kind of a pass where you have to wait for nothing,
Fast Pass.
for anything?
I mean,
You
you
get
can
a
do
celebrity
Yeah,
tour.
you can do like a VIP thing where you pay thousands of dollars and you just get to the
that's
front
crazy.
of every line. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You see them all the time.
But if it was less than thousands of dollars, everybody would just do that, and then there would
Exactly.
be lines.
Exactly. You have to make it expensive.
So you do your Slinky Dash,
Yeah.
and then you head over to Star Warsville.
Yeah.
And I saw that you did decide to pony up and make yourself a little lightsaber.
That's right. I
Did
mean,
you do
let's
that the
say-
first day you got there?
No, we did that on Sunday.
Travis wanted to be a Jedi.
What do you mean wanted
I know,
to?
but he's
Man.
really a brown eye.
Do you get a Jedi name when you make a lightsaber?
No.
Oh, so they just call you Travis with the lightsaber?
I mean, you can make one for me, but
So you walk in, right? You walk into this Star Wars town, and they where do you go? What do you have to say? Do you have to go like, "Hi, I'm making a lightsaber," and then you point at the kid. You go, "No, it's not for her. It's for me."
you know, my daughter, when I went to go make my lightsaber, she decided to go ride the Millennium Falcon in single rider line over and over.
What's that?
See, that's like what an adult would do. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to let your kid go and do the stupid lightsaber.
I was like, you don't want to watch me build this? She's like, no, I want to ride Millennium Falcon. I'm like, all right.
What'd your wife do?
She came with me.
So wait, were you nervous leaving your daughter alone in the park?
No, we had a friend there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys went to make a Star Wars toy.
Yeah.
How long was the line for that?
Well, it's booked by reservation, so there was no line.
Oh, you had an appointment to make your
That's
your
correct. I said,
lightsaber.
hi, I'm here for my 10:15 appointment to build a lightsaber.
Oh, yeah, I'm here 10:15.
So you walk in, and what do they say? What Star Wars theatrics do they greet you? Welcome to a land far away. And instead of being humiliated, you go, thank you.
Jim would
Don't
hate
forget,
it because
Jim.
everyone is in character there, and they don't break. It's completely immersive.
Don't forget, we learned that that the Empire controls Star Wars land, and that the lightsaber factory is run by the rebels.
That's true.
So you can't ask the people that work there where the lightsaber factory is because they don't know.
That's true.
They don't know that the rebels are building lightsabers.
It's just
for
scraps.
schmuck tourists.
It's scraps. Nothing in here. Just scraps. Yep.
So what's the first immersive thing that happens when you walk in to get your
Well,
lightsaber
nothing.
toy made?
Okay, first of all,
Do you
I feel like
appreciate
you're
Jim calling
belittling
it
the
a
experience. Yeah, you can watch it right there.
We saw
Well,
some
I'd like
of this.
to hear about it.
Yeah, I want to hear from you.
So you
I
walk in,
wanna
I
hear
guess
from
it's
the
like
horse's ass.
Okay. I guess it's like 15 to 20 people at a time, and you stand around a circular or
Is there a camaraderie?
No, you don't talk to anybody.
Oh, that's too bad. You could have made some great lightsaber friends.
I didn't feel like making friends. People there are people I wouldn't talk to outside of this.
I'm here to make lightsabers, not make friends. Okay, guys.
Lightsaber.
So this guy with the glasses holding it up, like he really is into this. There's no irony and no wink from these people, right?
No, that's the guy. That's the guy who's guiding you through the process. And there's four different there's four different options that you have, and each of those four options have two options.
Stop saying options.
Options.
So that way you can have a really individualized lightsaber.
Yeah, you customize it. You build it the way you want it.
Now you and Lisa both built a lightsaber.
I built one.
You built one. She just watched you.
She watched. It was very expensive. I couldn't afford to.
How much was it?
It was about $215 after tax.
So how do you break it to her? Like, you'll just watch. I'll be building the lightsaber.
She was bummed. She watched. But
You were
she knew.
lightsaber cucking.
Yep.
You were. You could have said, like, you build it. You really want to do this.
Well,
but
both
she
really
spent her.
wanna do it.
She spent her money on sneakers.
She spent her lightsaber money on Yeezys.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I was so happy about that.
All right. That was her
go
choice.
Broke on sneakers and lightsabers.
Oh God.
That's probably why your daughter has so much fun, though, because you both kind of enjoy the same stuff. Like as parents, you don't look at it like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'll bring it in on Monday.
Don't bring it.
I don't know if you should do that.
Aren't you worried that the building will be worried that you're bringing in an intergalactic weapon?
That's true. I don't have a permit for it.
So
you built-
is it a status symbol to walk around the park with your dumb lightsabers sashayed on your back?
It's not
Yeah,
where
well,
he stores it.
I just waddle around the park for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I call it my Star Wars tail. It's my space tail.
Yeah, you walk around and you see people. You see other people with the bags that they give you. And you're like, oh.
You give him the nod, like the Jeep nod.
And some 20-year-old burnout asked if he could use mine. I was like, absolutely not.
But he wanted to use it
For
for
what?
He wanted to try it out. And I said, no.
What?
That's not happening.
He said, "Can I try it out?"
yours?
He said, did you build a lightsaber? I was like, yes. And he said, could I try it? I said, absolutely not. I don't know who you are. You're wearing a Post Malone shirt and you look like you're almost asleep.
I would love him to have tried it and dropped it and scraped it up.
That's what was going to happen.
Of course it would.
His dirty fucking hands swinging your saber. Ta-da! Ugh.
Does it come in and come out like the wong, or is it just always long?
Well, it's always long. I mean, they haven't, made technology where light comes out.
So how did you bring it on the plane?
Well, they made lights, but go on.
I brought it on.
You had to unscrew it?
Carry on. No, actually, I could have. I could have unscrewed the hilt from the actual blade.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
What?
It's not a blade. The hilt and the blade?
Yeah, what is the
Shut
hilt?
up.
The thing you hold.
Don't say
That's a
that
hilt?
ever again.
Yeah.
Choose your hilt.
That's
What are you
build.
cutting? What are you cutting with the blade of the lightsaber?
Enemies?
Oh, I see.
Oh, no.
Grass?
The blade, the hilt and the
Grass,
blade.
exactly. You're in the back fucking mulching.
Was
pick your-
was your
you pick
daughter,
your
your
color.
10-year-old daughter, when you were like, "Oh, look at the hilt and the blade. This is my lightsaber, honey." Was she like, "Cool, Dad"?
Yeah, she thought it was awesome. She's like, that's great.
So you carried it over your shoulder?
Yeah, you carry it in the bag.
Ah.
Very, very nervously.
Why nervously?
Because you feel like it's just going to break at any minute.
The lightsaber,
Even though it probably
of-
won't. It's very, very well made.
The lightsaber of a Jedi is a very rare item.
Wait, so you made? How long did it take to actually make this hunk of shit item?
It's like a 15-minute process, but I mean the building is 2 minutes.
Which one did you choose?
You spent $200 for 15 minutes of a lightsaber.
I can understand that.
But then you spent 2 hours listening to terrible songs and eating strawberry shortcakes.
Yeah, what's your point?
Wait, which lightsaber did you choose? Which handle?
Which one was it? It was
Did you get the fucking Jeff Wren?
Jeff. Yeah, was it a Jedi lightsaber or
it was a Jedi lightsaber.
Because you're a good guy.
I chose protection and defense. There's
Oh.
there's elemental nature, protection and defense,
Ugh, it's a
peace
lightsaber
and
with a condom on it.
peace and justice, and power and control.
Did some people get more than one?
No, I mean it's one per person.
I bet there are people that go back a couple times.
I'm
though.
sure there are. Yeah,
I need the power and control one too.
yeah, it could be bad and good.
What's the most expensive one?
They're all the same price.
How much?
$200 plus tax.
Oh, okay, sorry.
They're all the same price.
Did you want another one?
We'll get another one next time we go.
You'll
That's
let Lisa
so
do it
cool.
next time?
Yeah, absolutely.
You could be the family sabers.
Yeah, and then we'll put them up on the wall and we'll be like, look how cool we are.
You're not gonna really put them on
No,
the wall.
you
are
won't do that.
Why wouldn't I? They make good flashlights.
Because they're lightsabers.
Yeah. What's your point? You have giant kiss posters on your wall.
I mean,
And
we're not
exactly.
Travis, something that's going to be key to this conversation
Yeah.
is you not bringing up Jim's hobbies or my hobbies.
Okay, sorry.
You know,
Sorry about that.
it really makes it tough to make fun of
You're
you.
right.
So
No,
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 it doesn't.
you're right, you're
No,
right.
it doesn't.
Yep.
if you could refrain from any references to Kiss, Black Sabbath, or pro wrestling for the remainder of this conversation, I think we would
No,
appreciate
no,
it.
you can mention them because I never went to Kissland
Yeah.
and
Would you though?
stood online.
You wanted them to hug you.
Let me,
Yes,
let me
I
tell
did.
you
They're
something.
pushing you down the stairs.
Yes, I
First
did.
of all,
That's
as
the
an
real
adult,
people.
as an adult entertainer, as a man who works in entertainment,
Thank you.
you
He says in
tried to
quotes.
get you tried to get Gene Simmons to share a banana with you.
So what? Exactly.
And you would absolutely go to Kissland and you would absolutely make demon boots if it were available to you.
I would love to make demon boots. Do you want the long tongue or do you want the Peter Criss? Yes, I would.
Yeah, so, you know.
But I didn't.
But that's
that's the
the
key.
point. We're not talking about it, and we don't talk about old shit, and we don't talk about that either.
I can't imagine, though, from Travis's perspective of experiencing this and
Yes.
then being like, in 365 days, we're going to go back and do this all over again.
It's
No, we're not going
crazy.
back next year. We're going to take a year off.
Are you?
Yeah, we'll go back in
2 years?
2021.
What
probably.
will you do next year instead?
I don't know.
Jerk off.
Nothing.
Do something
Or-
actually cultured.
Oh, well, I went to Epcot. What are you talking about? Troy visited so many countries this week. Oh my God. I was
Troy
in
talking about
France.
I wish you'd go to Epcot and they had a Juarez and they cut your head off.
It's the new country they announced.
Yeah, Juarez,
talk-
Mexico.
I don't appreciate Troy talking about being cultured when most of his previous vacations have been of the gigolo variety.
Yeah, but that's more fun though. He's going over there. He's
I'm not
fucking
saying
getting his
it's not
flights paid
fun.
for. He's getting his dick sucked.
Yeah, dropping loads, swimming.
Troy goes on sex vacations, not culture vacations.
I went snorkeling.
Yeah,
Troy's done amazing stuff that I would love to do. Troy got to see those pigs.
Yeah, they're tourist traps. They're not culture.
So did you in that fucking when they're eating strawberry shortcake.
You're right. See, Troy, we have the same vacations.
So, you rode, you got your lightsaber made. When you got on the plane coming back from Disney World, where people were like, oh, cool, a Jedi.
People were like, oh, good. We don't have to worry about anything here.
Oh yeah, just in case. Box
Just
cutters
in
versus
case.
lightsabers?
Yep.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, you had
What
to
was
bring it
your-
on the plane. Is it carry-on?
Yeah, I brought it on the plane.
Do you
I
wish
was
that they
gonna
had
check it.
shipped it and they had broken it?
Oh my God, I would have been so happy. That
Why
would
do
have
I
been
hear
great.
rattling?
You guys didn't even use bubble wrap. What was your favorite part of Disney?
Oh. Well,
And
probably
you're-
Galaxy's Edge. I hadn't been there yet.
You're happy you did the
Star
whole
Wars
7
Ville.
days.
Yeah, of course.
What'd you drink in
Wasn't
the
too long.
cantina?
I had something. I forget the name. I had the fuzzy tauntaun.
How long did it take to get into the Mos Eisley bar?
We had reservations.
Oh,
Minutes.
stupid me.
Yes. Are there
Sam.
2 lines, reservations, and none?
Yeah, they'll take walk-ups if people cancel. And then a lot of people will book a reservation just to go in and see it, and then they'll just leave
It's so funny.
So wait,
without buying anything.
What's a fuzzy tauntaun?
Right, you know what Fuzzy Tauntaun
Yeah,
is?
man, you don't know what that is?
No, I don't.
It's a drink, and then I'm not 100% sure what's in it. I mean, I only had it once.
Is it liquor?
Yeah. And the foam makes your lips numb, and it's really weird. It's like
Why
a
do they do
natural.
that?
So basically-
it's like a natural herb, but like they put it on this drink, and it just tastes super weird.
It has the same effect that a fucking a condom coated with fucking spermicide would have on a hooker's mouth.
Yes, I would
Okay.
assume, yes.
Is the idea that in faraway space lands they have drinks that make your mouth go numb?
Yeah,
and
there's
so-
different drinks. Yeah, I'm not on Earth right now.
Right.
I'm at a
I
galactic
forgot.
outpost.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
I see.
obviously.
Galactic outpost.
The one in the fourth one from the left. That one right there.
What? That's the drink you got?
That's the fuzzy tauntaun.
And what did she?
The fuzzy
I saw the
tauntaun.
drink. She had the one all the way on the right with the eyes, right?
Yes, that's a porg.
Oh, she went for the porg. Your wife, Mrs. Travis, went for the porg.
Yep.
I
and
see.
that's me with my Endor mug. Those are collectible. You take those home with you.
With the lightsaber, you also get the mugs.
That's right.
Did you bring the young lady with you? Your daughter?
Yeah.
She's allowed in?
Mhm.
Okay. So what you had the lightsaber in there?
No.
Oh, you didn't get service faster because you were a Jedi?
No, I
So what'd you do? Get I'll have a fuzzy tauntaun, a porg, and a Shirley Temple for my daughter.
Yeah, what'd the kid have?
She sat on the floor with her AirPods in, listening to music.
She's the only cool one in the whole family.
She really has had enough of this. By the time she's 12, she's going to run away and fucking find a family that does adult shit.
Yeah. And then
She
Travis
doesn't
will
like-
go, why do they always do this?
Again?
No.
Noticing a
Home
pattern.
Alone 2.
I'll bet you that the snacks look pretty good, though, the desserts.
Yeah, everything's delicious.
What's
there.
a Mustafarian lava roll?
I don't know. I didn't eat it.
What'd you
Probably
eat?
We didn't eat in the cantina. We ate dinner before.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's a
And
full,
we
what
went-
time are you done at night when you do it? It's a full vacation.
I mean, there have been.
Oh, it's super full, yeah.
There were nights where we didn't get home till 12, 12:30. Yeah.
And then the
because you
next
gotta
day
go
you get
to-
up at noon?
No.
You got up for rope drop then?
Yeah. Yeah, it was late. We had some late nights.
But you siesta during the day.
We took some siestas. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the how you do Disney.
Mhm.
I don't
Plus,
mind.
it was hot as hell. I mean,
yeah.
I try not to go down there during the summer, but free dining was too tempting.
Yeah, no, you made the right move.
It's
I
so
think, on
hot.
that. You made the right move.
Yeah, canteen was great. Jim would have hated that
Why would I have hated it?
because it's the cantina. They play Star Wars music.
What can I get for you, good sir?
You fucking cunt.
Did anybody come up to you and went, "My friend doesn't like you"?
Nope.
Would you have been scared if they did?
Yes.
Uh-oh, I know where this is
Yep,
going. I don't have
seen this before.
I don't have my blaster on me.
Are they dressed in costumes?
Is who dressed in costumes?
The fucking assholes that work there.
I mean,
I feel like that question was simply designed to insult the employees.
they're dressed in cantina attire, sure.
Do they?
They're
But
not
do they
wearing
have
like
the blue
masks or
elephant?
anything.
Was he around there in the band? How is
No.
the cantina band?
There's no band. There's a DJ Rex.
But there's no aliens?
No, I mean there's aliens in I mean there's stuff inside kind of like water tanks and stuff, but
That's
no.
weird.
They also don't let you walk well, you're not supposed to walk around.
What do you
Ooh,
mean?
but
Why?
Did you do it?
Yeah, I walked around and took some photos. Sure.
What do you mean you're supposed to walk around?
Well, because they put you at a certain place. They either seat you or stand you, and then there's a 45-minute time limit. And the way that they know is by the people that are where they were put, because they want to get as many people. There's a 2-drink maximum and a 45-minute time limit, so that they can just keep pushing people out and getting more people.
Clear out the space. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Man,
yeah. There's DJ Rex, voiced by Paul Rubens.
That's cool. Pee-wee.
Yeah, that's right.
How long did you stand there for?
30, 40 minutes.
Nice.
Hung out. Yeah.
It kind of sucked, though,
Nice.
didn't it?
No, it was great. What are you talking about? It kind of sucked.
You only stayed for 30 minutes. You could have stayed for 15 more. You're like, let's get the fuck out of
All
here.
right, but I mean, we were done. And what are we doing? Just standing around?
And your daughter's
Let's
just
get a move
sitting there
on.
listening to music.
Yeah, let's go pilot the Millennium
I'd
Falcon.
rather go to
again.
Game of Thrones world.
And do what?
Fucking hang out with a dwarf, go to a brothel, get blown.
Have sex with your siblings.
Oh, even better. Push a kid out the window, call it a day.
Oh, man. Oh, here's a very important question, Travis.
Yes.
How many backstage passes did you get to the Aerosmith show?
Multiple.
Did you go
backstage
on?
passes.
yeah.
Of course
Come
we did.
on!
And I slowly walked through the pre-show to make sure that I saw the whole thing.
We really miss our fans. Yuck.
I saw at least twice on your Instagram stories Ileana Douglas offering you, all right, come on, guys.
It remains my favorite thing.
What does he say, Joe Perry, about our fans?
You know how we feel about our fans. In the most convincing cadence you've ever heard.
And they're going to give you a backstage pass and rock on the elevator, on the roller coaster.
In the super stretch limo?
Of course, you get in the super stretch limo. And Travis, what is the last Aerosmith lyric that sounds as the ride ends?
Love on a roller coaster?
Love on a roller coaster.
It's such a good ride.
I'll tell you this. They put so much cheese around it, but it might be my favorite ride in the whole park.
Great coaster.
Oh, is that a scary one?
Yeah, it's definitely the fastest, scariest roller coaster.
It's got a loop. It's got
Yeah.
2 loops, I think.
It
I
goes
wouldn't like
upside
that.
down. It's indoors. It's dark. It's super fast. It's
awesome.
It's the funnest thing. That's one of the funnest things at Disney.
But you are indoors. Is it less scary because it's dark?
No, it's more scary because it's dark. Because you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know where you're going. You don't know if you're safe. Plus, this limo driver, he's rushing you to get to a concert and get your backstage passes.
Yeah,
Very
you gotta
scary.
get it. You gotta go through the big donut.
Can I hear a second of this? It's so goddamn bad.
It's the best.
Our lovely manager.
She's usually not like this, folks.
Yeah, she's usually worse.
I heard that. Where is my limo? Good. Okay, come on, guys. Please, get in the car. Sorry, folks. We gotta go.
Make sure
Come
to
on.
lower this.
Chris, can you grab my black Les Paul?
I've never wanted Max Cady to run into a room so badly in my life. I got you now, bitch!
I'll tell you,
Come on, you know how we feel about our...
I watch this and I get excited. I go like, you know what? This is a really fun ride.
With you?
Go back. You can't hear Joe
Sorry,
Perry.
I was talking over it.
People here like this?
We can't?
No!
Come on, you know how we feel about our fans.
How? They're the best?
Said they're all with you?
Wait,
I said too.
wait a minute. I love that idea. How about some backstage passes?
Oh.
Yeah!
Come on, make it happen. Give me some.
Okay, I'll make it happen.
All right,
now
all
get
right.
out of here.
We got it, we
I
got
hate
it.
all of you.
See ya. Have a nice ride.
Hi, Sal, it's me. Listen, I'm gonna need a bigger car. Make it a stretch. In fact, make it a super stretch.
Yeah, there it is.
Excuse me. Okay, folks. Look, the show is all the way across town, but I got you a really fast car.
So what are people doing when this is happening? Are they retching?
No, they're watching
No,
with
they're
excitement.
enjoying
They
it.
just got backstage passes.
There's an anticipation in the
They're
air.
going, this sucks.
Stupid.
No, there's an anticipation in the air for what's about to come.
Awful.
There's three. There's
I'd rather have Great White doing this.
Oh boy.
there's 3 kinds of people. There's people who've never seen it, so they're actually watching it.
Yeah.
There's people who couldn't care less, and then there's people like me and Sam who just are in love with how terrible it is.
You can turn off the thing now.
Keep your head against the headrest.
That's fair.
Now it's just instructions.
And it gets really dark, huh?
Yeah, it's completely
Yeah,
dark.
yeah, you're indoors and it's yeah. That's my favorite types of people. Are the people like me and Travis that are sitting there listening to every word, videoing, going like, "Oh man, I hope we can go to the show."
How long is this ride?
It's quick.
2 minutes, maybe.
I don't even think
Less
it's that
than that?
long.
Yeah, probably like a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's probably like a minute and a half, a minute 15 maybe. It goes really, really fast. But
Do you
but
get
it's
sick?
No, but you would get sick if it were like 2 minutes. If
One
it
of
were
my
two-
daughter's
two-
favorite rides.
Yeah. I've never gotten sick on it, and I'll ride it multiple. I'll try to get on multiple times when I'm at the park. It's so great.
Do some people get sick on it?
Oh, I don't know.
Have you
I
ever
don't
seen
think
anybody
so.
puke on the roller coaster?
No.
No.
Never?
It's a minute
Not on this
22.
That's a long time to be fucking zipping around.
Not really.
It goes so quick. Dude.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about it. All you're worrying about is puke and shit.
Yeah.
You need to stop worrying about everything
Look who I
that
work
comes out
with.
of your body. Okay.
Plus, you're listening to Aerosmith. How can I mean that time just flies by?
It does fly by.
Yeah.
It's great.
What a nice roller coaster. One that just goes fast straight. Just goes straight, then they
You just
turn
want
you
to
around.
drive on the highway?
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
car.
Fast.
Go to the Autobahn.
So are we going to Disneyland?
No.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, we're going.
Can we
We
get
have LA
the
trip plans.
we get the company to give us the good passes?
Oh,
where you
like the VIP tour?
How great would that
That'd
be?
be awesome. We should do that.
No, I don't. Here's why I don't think we should do that. I think Jim needs the experience.
I
of-
would like Jim to have the experience of waiting.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Jim wants to be like common people. I want to wait in lines like you do.
we all wear the Mickey Mouse ears?
That we can do, and we'll get our
Definitely.
names embroidered on the hats.
Get them embroidered on the back. That'd be great.
I would never waste a day in LA going to this place.
Can we just
Dude,
do a
how
few
about
hours?
this?
For the
How
show?
about this?
Yeah, for the show.
We'll do it for the show. It's called content. You have to.
Yeah.
It's so
unfortunately.
fun, Jim. When are we ever going to go to Disneyland again?
Jim, why don't you be fun?
Never. Not even the first time.
Why don't you be a fun
man.
guy?
I don't even know where we're going.
4 or 5 hours. Not a big deal.
How far is
Not
it
a
from
big
like
deal.
downtown LA? It's probably 2 hours.
It's an Anaheim.
Right around the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an hour. Okay.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was downtown LA, not Anaheim.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
it's right around.
We'll
I've
We'll
gone
all
to
go-
Anaheim once. I rode with Ozzy in the car to go see Sabbath. And then this next trip would be going to Disney. What
Yeah,
a
see, it
fucking
just gets
letdown.
better.
But you have the guys with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
hang out with
buds.
the guys. Go on
I'm
some
getting
rides.
nauseous just looking at this on the screen as we're
Go on
talking.
Small World.
Because you're thinking too much about it.
No, I'm not. I told you, Jen took me on a simulator, and I had to stop it after fucking like 10 seconds.
That's
going
totally
vomit.
different.
She was humiliated.
I feel like I'm going to throw up on those too. I don't on roller coasters.
We'll go. We'll have a great time, and we'll get to talk about it, and we'll make videos.
Yeah, we'll
and
go on
it'll be
Dumbo.
amazing.
You can just go up and down on Dumbo.
He would get scared.
You would. Okay.
Bless you. Oh, little Sam is
Thank you.
sneezing.
Aw.
Oh, I sneezed. Yeah.
Is your flight on time today?
I don't know, man. I've been doing a show.
You get fucking flight aware on your phone.
Flight
He's
aware, I
not
got
checking. He's doing a show.
underwear.
No,
I'll
no,
check
I'm just
right
saying you
now
should
if
have it in
need to
general. You
know.
can check
I mean,
now.
I think I haven't gotten any.
I'm picking him up from the
notifications
airport.
That it's not. I'll click on my little app ski.
I'm going to pick Sam up from the airport. Jess and I worked it out. We're planning a surprise for Sam.
What's the surprise?
Bunch of friends waiting for him.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, at his house to congratulate him, celebrate.
You think he would like that?
No, I don't. Any more than we would for being there.
It says it's on time, but it's early yet.
Yeah. it's
Hey,
waiting.
so now that Travis is back, Jim, how do you think that the staff did in his absence?
I mean, let's be honest. It wasn't a high bar. I think they did pretty good. No, I mean, I didn't really. Nothing was really went wrong that I can think of.
No,
Good. That means I trained them well.
Nothing catastrophic. Although there were little annoyances throughout.
From you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? I didn't hear about this.
I mean, multiple times, Rob made blunders printing out the prep sheets.
Oh. It's
Multiple
printing. It's
times.
very easy.
I mean, we had one day I had 2 prep sheets for the same person. The next day,
Different
Mark
plugs
Norman,
on them.
Yeah, different plugs. We had to ask the person in the studio which one is right because Rob didn't even know.
Oh, Rob.
Mark Norman came in earlier this week, and we're like, oh, he's going to be here this weekend. And he was like, I was there months ago.
Yeah.
Rob had a lot on his plate.
Yeah, it's true. Unfortunately, he took it all and just dumped it in the garbage.
Yeah,
So
I'm going
he-
to tell you, Travis, it wasn't on his plate at all. It was all over the floor.
Yeah, Rob made a mess.
He did.
Fucked up
He did.
terribly.
That's
But
all right.
nothing catastrophic happened.
No, I mean, we
uh,
got through it.
Yeah.
Completely replaceable.
Yeah, that's the thing about Travis. He doesn't do much.
It's a good thing I'm a legacy employee.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
We do notice
thing.
that when you're not here, though, when we try to talk to you about something.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't answer. I'm not here.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah,
we
that would
noticed.
happen.
By day 3, I was like, "How come he's taking so long to respond?" Sometime we were on vacation. I'm like, "All right."
I leaned into Rob at one point, I think on Monday, and I said, "Is Travis mad at me?" And Rob said, "No, he won't respond to you because he's not here. He's not sitting in his chair."
Oh,
okay.
all right.
Okay, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, all in all, it was good.
Yeah,
Good. I'm glad.
Glad you had a good time in Disney. What airline did you fly?
JetBlue.
Oh, those are good.
Love JetBlue. Took one of the new planes home.
Ooh.
Oh, so nice.
Why was it nice?
Because they're completely redone. All the seats are new. You've got 10.5-inch like touch screens on the back of the chairs instead of like those old ones that they have.
Do you care about turbulence or no?
I mean,
You don't worry about it?
no, I'm not going to worry about it. It's out of my control.
It's a very responsible attitude.
Yeah, I mean, what am I going to do?
yeah. Do you
I get on
worry
the plane,
about
I wonder where I
turbulence?
can pee, and then, I sit down.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you know that if the plane's going down, that you can, like Yoda, you can raise it up with your fucking light sword?
That's the reason I wasn't worried, is because I had my light sword on me.
Yeah, does the lightsaber come with the power of the Force?
Yeah, of course it does.
Okay, so
Yoda
yeah,
gives
Jim
it to you when you're there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So Jim
Yoda
is
does
right.
not
then.
give it. No, he doesn't.
What does he do?
Yoda, well,
It's a lie.
he doesn't appear, but his voice does.
Why didn't they just make a Yoda?
I don't know. Budget
What's
cuts.
Yoda say?
Budgetary concerns.
Disney loves cutting budgets.
Did you see the president's display?
No, we didn't go to Hall of Presidents.
Have you been
We
there
do-
since Trump's been president?
I have.
Yeah, I have.
What's it say, the Trump thing?
You mean the Hillary Clinton?
It is so hilarious because it's clearly Hillary Clinton, and they just put a Trump wig and a suit on it and put some padding in the belly and butt area.
Yeah, it's 100% Hillary.
And he does these like little points, like when the announcer is announcing Abraham Lincoln, like the Donald Trump robot does the Donald Trump thing where he points to Abraham and goes like, "Yeah, great guy," like, and nods towards him. It's really funny to see. And people like it though.
It's
when I
probably
was
all the way
there,
at the end.
because it's not just like East Coast people going to Disney, it's people from all over the country.
Sure.
So when I was there, Trump, when they announced him, got an ovation. He got applause.
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of people love him.
Oh yeah.
And that's,
that is
that's
Hillary.
evident when you go to Disney.
That's the clientele.
Yeah, it's totally Hillary.
Mm-hmm. It is.
He must hate that.
Yes.
He probably wasn't thrilled.
No, I heard he was quite difficult to work with.
Really?
Well, yeah, because they have to have him voice it, and he wanted to write everything, and I guess he's not.
He's probably
the
also the
easiest
type
person
that
work
wants
with.
to like design his own robot.
Exactly.
That's not what I
It's
look like.
When do we make the robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he looks more handsome than he is. He's much more slim.
How'd they get Lincoln to voice it?
That's a good question.
Where's Obama?
He's there.
Where? They're all staring at Trump.
Because he's the president now.
Yeah, no, but where's Lincoln? Where's Obama? Why isn't he looking at him, or Bush?
Well,
They're all
as you
there.
can tell, you can't see 40 people behind Trump right now.
Oh, Lincoln's looking at him. Where's JFK?
They go through periods of time.
Yeah.
Oh, my
That's
God.
why all the presidents you just mentioned are earlier than the presidents that you mentioned were not there.
Is JFK a mess?
The current president. that was an easy one to make.
They pieced them together for that.
Jackie's behind him holding his head on.
All right, you want to take a break?
Yeah, I'm eating my blueberries. I have to tinkle. October 10th through 13th, Stress Factory. And then the week after that is going to be Denver at the Comedy Works.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
We have a fun show today. Chris Hardwick's coming in. It's been a while since he was in.
Yeah, I know. He's promoting Caroline's tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
And I forgot, too, as I was looking at like his plug sheet, like, duh, of course he books Caroline's the same weekend that New York Comic Con is in town.
Oh.
So he could double dip. It's really smart.
Sorry, through Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll talk to him. We got a whole bunch to do, so stay tuned.
Back in a jiff.
We'll be back with more Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
The Biscuit wouldn't even be here if it weren't for that song.
That's a great point.
Don't
Troy.
say that. Don't ever say that.
You,
I don't want to
you think they would have found their way?
I don't want to picture a world without the biscuit. You know me. Because then there may not be a Papa Roach, and I don't even want to get into it.
Smash Mouth.
I don't even want to get into the butterfly effect that would cause. Thank God for that song.
Your Train Keeps a Rolling and Dream On. They're two good songs.
And Pink.
You're insane.
No,
yeah,
I'm not.
Pink.
Oh, Pink like the
Is
thing
my
on your chest.
favorite
Oh, yeah, that's a
crayon.
good one.
They were playing
Yeah.
Pink on the way out when I was walking out of the Rock and Roller Coaster.
Oh,
I was
cool.
So happy.
Yeah, you're like, this is where they hit their stride.
Great, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, Sweet Emotion.
Yeah, come
Sweet
on.
Emotion's a good song. Yeah,
Angel.
that's decent.
Pink.
Don't want to miss a thing.
Yeah. I mean, they got hits on top of hits.
Well, because they
Back
got
in the
three
Saddle's
arrows.
okay. Back in, I hear them on the radio. I fucking tune out.
Mama Kin.
I know they're
Yeah,
a good
Mama
band.
Kin.
Train kept a rolling. After that, it's fucking shit.
You know how they feel about their fans.
That's true.
Yeah, they feel like their fans love ballads and redundancy.
No way. Crying Crazy Amazing? Those aren't the same songs.
There's no way you could sing one of those songs without it sliding into the other song.
Yep.
Like, I have no idea what song any of those are. They're all good.
And they all star the same two girls.
Janie's Got a Gun.
Janie's Got a Gun's a great song.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Janie's got a gun. Good.
It doesn't sound like that the way you sing it. It doesn't sound like...
It's a little aggressive when you sing it.
Yeah,
he's not angry when he's singing.
Janie.
He's telling a story.
Janie a girl?
Yeah,
Or an incel? Oh.
What did her daddy do?
Janie's going to a Joker screening.
Yes. Hey, what do you think of fucking Amber Geiger getting 10 years?
Wow, and she can get paroled in 5.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 5 years.
What do you mean that sounds about right? She went into some guy's apartment and killed him.
Yeah, I know. And manslaughter,
sound...
there has to be some kind of penalty.
Murder.
No.
You went into a guy's apartment and killed him.
I know, but I don't think that she went in there with the intention of shooting. I don't.
Regardless, like, if you're like, I was tired, like, people get put in jail for driving while tired.
No, they don't. You get in jail for driving while intoxicated, but not tired.
You can get pulled over for being tired.
Sure you can. But the penalty for driving while tired and hitting somebody or careless driving is much different than drunk driving. They're just different penalties. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be fired and she probably has to go to jail because you did kill a guy.
What do you mean probably? She should go to jail for more than 10 years. I don't understand how, like...
It's a tragic and, again, it's a mistake. She didn't mean to kill the guy.
Whoops.
No, but I understand she has to go to jail, but there's a different intent. And I'm not saying that doesn't make it easier for him. He's dead.
So this is the story from like years ago. I mean, for anybody, not years, maybe a year ago.
Yeah, not that long ago.
It was she was a cop, but that is kind of, they make a big deal out of it, I guess, because cops should know how to use guns.
They should have more
she wasn't on
responsibility.
duty.
That doesn't matter. She's still a cop. She's still,
Yeah, no, you're right. But she was done with a shift. She said she was tired. She went to an apartment that she thought was her apartment and ended up being the apartment, I believe, the floor above hers or below. It was
she just fucked up. Oh, that's how. I wasn't sure it was next door. So instead of like 9D, she went into 8D. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. And she walks in, and there's a guy sitting on a couch, eating ice cream and watching television, as one tends to do, because he was at home.
Home, sure.
And she got confused and shot him and killed him. And then, she reported herself immediately. She called 911 and was apparently saying, like, I thought it was my apartment. I thought it was my apartment. I thought it was my apartment. Like, I believe her story.
It was a complete fuck up.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's one of those.
Murder is a different thing than that. Even though they said it was beyond just a mistake.
Yeah.
She didn't, like, there's no reason to just walk in and kill your upstairs neighbor and then call and tell on yourself. Like, that's never your intent.
I believe that I believe that all that was true, but I don't. And I guess you're like, okay, well, if her intent, she already know, what are you going to do? Like, send her to jail so she learns that she shouldn't kill people because she's not a danger to society. She's not going to kill people again. But at the same time, like, if somebody fucks up, they get punished so they don't fuck up again. So maybe next time you're tired, you'll think a little bit more carefully before you kill somebody.
Well, I look, and I guess, of course, she has to be fired, and I don't even object to her going to jail on some level because your careless actions, you shot a guy in his house.
Yeah, I think she should be in jail longer.
I just don't want to see her. No, I don't want to see her go for longer because I believe in this case that it was just a fucking terrible, terrible mistake. I don't know what the right thing on it is. Honestly,
I believe it was a mistake too, but I think it was so. And I'm way more sympathetic to the family of the person that was just sitting at home and got killed than I am to the person.
Yeah, of course. Well, I can relate more to the person who fucks up. Like, you know what I mean? 'Cause we don't see ourselves getting shot in our own house.
You worry that, God forbid, one day I do something careless and.
Other people agree with you. Frank in Canada was better. Okay, here you go, Frank.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
bud.
This is a complete double standard. Come on, she admitted to intending to kill the guy.
No, but
by the way,
he was in her house.
If this guy had come into her house, if a black kid had come into a white cop's house and killed her, he'd be in jail for life. Even with the exact
Yeah.
same story, even if you believed him, it is a double standard. He would be in jail for life.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
And he would be made out to look like a thug, and somebody would post a picture of him in a hoodie and go like, see, he did this by accident, but he wears hooded sweatshirts.
If a guy
or
called,
find that tweet from
maybe
20 years ago that he said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they find an old tweet and be like, oh, he listens to rap music too. Obviously, he's a danger.
Well, they did that with her text too, for like just typical cop jokes she was making. Yeah, I mean, I understand that it would probably look differently. But again, if it was a black cop walking into, if it was a black female, by the way, a black kid walking into her house and shooting her is different. That's a bad example. If it was a black female cop walking into a white guy's house and shooting him, that's a better example that kind of makes it kind of an even...
It kind of more the same?
Yeah.
But do you think that
I think that people would believe that she made a terrible mistake, and I don't think there would be any more of an outcry.
Well, I don't think people
right,
don't believe that she made a mistake. I mean, like I said, I believe that she made a mistake. I don't even think that's the issue. Like, I think it's the idea that you can make that mistake and only do 5 years in jail. Like, that's one of those mistakes that, like, yes, you made a mistake, but because you made that mistake, now there's a insane penalty for it because there's a dead person who was eating ice cream in his house.
Yeah, I mean, and he didn't put his hand. He probably was like, "What the fuck's going on?" But again, if it was,
why would he put his hands up in his own house?
Of course. Like, I mean, that was just what she thought. She didn't. There's no motive, because motive always counts in things like this. There's zero motive to do it.
Everybody
agrees that she made a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of how should she be punished for that mistake.
Chad in D.C. Yes.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, hey, what's up, guys? So I take a little bit of a different angle, and there's a few instances with police-involved shootings or police-involved interactions that, to me, indicate that a lot of cops, and I think this is one, are just completely undertrained in their ability to de-escalate short of firearm violence. I think one of the things you say, you guys keep repeating that it's a mistake, and I agree it's a mistake, but I hold her to a higher standard than I would either one of you individuals,
That's
given
true.
what her profession is.
Yeah.
So
yeah, when
she couldn't de-escalate something in the room, regardless of the mistake in what residence it is a huge facet. There's a video that circulated about a week ago where an individual was pulled over and a female cop was just concerned because a law-abiding citizen admitted and volunteered the fact that he had a legal firearm in his trunk. That went from an inability of that female officer to de-escalate that situation to that individual being at gunpoint. There's a huge issue with this where these people can't de-escalate something short of either physical violence or certainly firearm violence. And I empathize with cops mostly, but there's certain situations where some people just demonstrate a complete lack of professionalism to de-escalate something short of firearm violence.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right, because that's a good point, because you're right, Jim, when you said that, like, if it were a black cop going into a white person's house, it would probably end the same way, and I agree with you, which is weird, because the caller's right. Like, if we should trust anybody to not accidentally kill somebody in their house, you would think it would be a cop. Like, theoretically, shouldn't a cop not pull the trigger? Like, shouldn't a person who's not trained pull the trigger before a cop does? Does that make sense?
And the idea that I mean, obviously she did walk into someone's house. I mean, it is different than just a stop gone wrong.
You know what I couldn't believe? It's way different from a stop gone wrong, and she wasn't on duty. Like, right. It's not, but so it's not one of those situations where she's like, because when a cop's on duty, man, you know, it's the most difficult job in the world. Like, just how stressful it is that at any moment something horrible could happen. And I guess you take that stress with you, but, you know, I don't have the same sympathy for her that I would maybe if she was on a traffic stop or something like that. But did you see that the guy's brother gave her a hug in court and forgave her and everything?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like, you got to find Jesus in some kind of way to be able to do that, because I don't see, if somebody did that to somebody in my family, I don't see how I could understand that they made a mistake, but I don't think I could ever.
Yeah, but if they shot you, your whole family would hug them.
Okay, that's unkind.
He said he didn't even want her to go to jail.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because he knows it was just a mistake?
Yeah, and he doesn't think that this is the way for her to be a better person.
And he said his brother wouldn't want her to go to jail.
Yeah.
But Guess what?
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously, because I understand that it was a terrible mistake, but a guy did get killed. But yeah,
exactly.
Some people say I'm crazy for saying this, but her own brother didn't want her to go to jail.
Well, her brother can want what her brother wants. I mean, his brother could want what his brother wants, I guess. But I mean, I think she should be in jail for 20 years easily. And I don't even think, I think 20 years would be like light. The fact that 5 years from now, theoretically, because I'm sure she'll behave well in prison. She's not a criminal, you know what I'm saying. Like, she'll probably get out in 5 years, and she'll be able to just walk around and be like, oh yeah, one time I walked into somebody's house and killed them on accident because I thought it was my house. Like, that's nuts.
Dakota in Oklahoma.
Good morning, fellas.
Hello, sir.
Hey, I've kind of got what's going to be an uncommon theory on this one, but if he was in the apartment above her and he had like size 14 stomp around feet and she didn't realize, wait, that's not my couch or my ice cream. I mean, how do you not put two and two together on walking in the wrong house?
It's one of those. I've never walked into the wrong house, but I've gotten off at the wrong floor and walked to the wrong door. And I've put my key towards and I've done that in hotels a lot. It's one of those things where because every floor looks the same, and if you're tired, you're not paying attention. And there was something with the door where it just opened. I don't think she was on drugs. The door did just open for some reason, and I guess it was just one of those weird things where it's like everything just doesn't make sense, and you have one of those moments in your life where everything's upside down. I don't know, because there's no reason for her to just go in and shoot a guy and then confess.
Yeah, no, I think it was just. I do think it was just one of those weird brain things where even though it's not your furniture, it's not the way your apartment is set up, you just get confused.
That's it. And I would think if you were wanting to get away with it, you'd sure throw yourself under the bus of an accident in a hurry.
I'll tell you, if she wanted to get away with it, boy, did she. 5 years. If it was murder, that's a pretty good.
Hey, that's the way, and no more stomping on the floor above her.
Yeah, imagine if she was. Someone hired her to do that.
Yeah, she'll get out in 5 years, and nice, quiet apartment is waiting for her.
All right, thank you, Dakota.
You guys.
I don't actually think that that's true, but
no,
it is.
That's sad watching them hug.
Really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, that's why I end up, because I totally get what you're saying. Like, as a person who fucks up, like we all do, you go, God forbid I ever, because this is one of those things that we think about and talk about all the time, where it's that one moment where you're just confused and you do one fuck up, one second fuck up, and your whole life is over. But and I get that sympathy, but I still have to be way more sympathetic to the family that is sitting here going like, our person in our family is just dead.
John has a point too, Sam. I
didn't
know this. Yes, John in New York. This makes a little more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So I guess whoever the gentleman was that lived there that was killed, the door was ajar.
Oh my God! No wonder that things didn't work out. He's probably looking for something inside of it.
Right. He goes, "Where's my pickle?"
What a
so she went to go use her key, saw that the door to what she thought was her apartment was open, and then walked in there with this whole preconceived notion that there's someone tossing my place or doing my thing. And then where she lives, castle doctrine, stand your ground laws, like all those things, unfortunately, skew the way people would de-escalate the force continuum normally because they think that the law is on their side, right?
Yeah, but she is a cop. I get that, but I didn't know the door was ajar. That makes more sense. That makes more sense that the door was ajar. That explains why she just got in instead of fight with the door. She probably thought someone was okay. That makes a little more sense.
Hey,
I figured it must be something like that because she couldn't have gotten in.
I was the guy that brought you to the carpet on.
Oh yes, I remember you. Hey,
awesome.
How you doing, John? I remember you.
Good. And I just wanted to tell the fans out there that watching the two of you walk around is the cutest thing ever. And it's comforting to know that you genuinely like each other's company. And in light of being a fan forever, it's a good look. And I wish you guys the best, and you're both amazing.
Thank you, buddy. And thanks for the help that night. I really appreciate it.
Sam's got my number. If you guys need anything, let me know.
All right, John, take care. Thank you, man, very much.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a good guy. I remember he helped us a lot at the. He's the one that got me on the red carpet at the. Because apparently someone forgot to put me on the old list.
I don't know if it was a forget or
Oh, it was
just
a forget.
No reason for it. No reason for this.
Yeah, the other stuff I don't care about. Tom really brings it home. Tom, you have a very valid point. What's up, Tom?
Yeah, Sammy Shitfarts, how are you?
So good, thank you.
I got a major issue here that I see is female police officers, and this is chauvinistic as hell, obviously, but because a few women can do the job properly does not excuse the fact that it puts all those men out there in danger, because men have a natural instinct to protect women. So if I'm on the job, I'm here to protect myself and make sure I'm all right. But instead, I'm out here looking out for her. So I put myself in danger by doing that. She's a trigger-happy fucking idiot. She belongs in prison. Not for fucking 10 years, but she belongs in prison. She doesn't know how to do the job. She's scared. She's a tiny woman. She doesn't belong.
But a lot of guys panic too, and even the men that are big, dude, even the guys that are strong panic because they think you have a gun.
Panic. Sure, I understand.
Yeah, like most cop shootings are men.
Yeah, most of them are men, dude.
There has been enough cases where women fucking panic, lose their mind, and shoot someone. And that's
what about the men that panic, though?
Shut the fuck up, Sammy.
That's right, Tom. Fucking let him in, Sammy, once again. Go ahead, Tom.
The women should not do the job. They put the men in danger by doing it.
Do you think they just run around like panicking hens, Tom?
Yes, they're fucking panicking hens, clucking their goddamn heads off. They're a fucking problem. They put men out there who are trying to do the job in serious danger. They just can't do it.
You don't feel
like I'm a large man myself.
Okay.
If I come up
never would have
corner
guessed.
and there's two corner boys right there, I'm not going to have a problem. But a tiny fucking woman walks up, she's going to walk right past the crime and not do anything to stop it. That's the fucking difference.
You wouldn't feel safe if a female cop was going to protect you?
No, not fucking at all. I would expect her to shoot me eating fucking ice cream on my couch because she's a panicky fucking idiot. She doesn't belong in uniform.
All right, Tom. Thank you very much for the call.
I got my rant out. Thank you, fellas.
All right,
I appreciate
buddy.
it. Bye-bye.
That's the type of stuff Meghan McCain
I like
really
when you went to
doesn't like.
chime in on Sam and he goes, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck
He
up.
didn't want you. You're a liberal dreck.
No, just like valid points. I was like, what about all of the men that do that? Shut up. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Well,
all right.
by the way, there was a caller who I guess hung up. But one thing they said they said, how come no one's talking about the fact that she lived on the first floor? Is that true? I don't know if that's true or not. Because if that's true, then why was she walking up the steps or taking the elevator? Is that true?
I don't know, but
that makes a difference.
If
you're on the first floor and you never take an elevator, and then all of a sudden you're walking up the step, why aren't you thinking?
It makes a huge difference, but I don't think that there's anybody that realistically thinks that she did this.
No. But it just puts a different level of idiocy on it.
Yeah, it definitely does.
How do you not walk into an apartment and be like, real quick, I don't have these pictures on the wall, or that's not my couch.
Because you're having a weird, I can't even think of the term. I can only say it's an upside down moment, where nothing makes sense. I've had those moments where in life you're like, wait, and you're a smart, normal person, and all of a sudden you're disoriented and nothing feels right. If she walked in thinking, this is my apartment and it's open, she's not looking at anything. There's a black man in my house. Put your hands up. And she just fucking panicked.
She was on the third floor.
What's that?
She lived on the third floor. He lived on the fourth floor.
All right, so
right, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, and she didn't. It's not like she was there for 2.5 minutes, going like, "Okay, I see this painting, I see this couch." I think Jim's right. We've all had those moments where nothing makes sense, and then within 2 seconds we go, "Oh, okay, here's what's going on."
Well, I think prosecutors didn't they say that they tried to say that she was distracted because she was on the phone with a guy that she was having an affair with.
Maybe.
So she wasn't really paying attention.
That's possible.
Right, she's all stressed out as it is.
Yeah.
Trying to get that D.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that stuff, once you get that on the mind, it's tough to get it off. Trust me when I tell you.
Yeah. Scott in Wisconsin. Scott, Wisconsin has a point. It's a little different. Yes, hello, Scott.
It is. Yeah, it is a little different, but I'm not sure how Sam feels about it. This girl is either distracted or pretty, tired and distracted, the doors ajar, all this stuff. But so she's still on the job, even when cops aren't on the job, they're still on the job, right? But now she's coming into her home. But now, how do you feel when surgeons or doctors constantly? I mean, they kill way more people a year than anything else, but they get 0 jail time and they just get sued.
Yeah, but it would be different though if a doctor walked into a different patient's room and fucking just opened them up.
How about accidentally cutting off somebody else, cutting off the wrong limb? Or taking out the wrong, That stuff's happened all the time. So they do huge things that fuck people up for life or permanently, or kill them, but they don't ever
I
give
mean,
them jail time.
it doesn't apply to this story at all because she wasn't on
No,
duty.
but you want the girl to get 20 years plus.
Yeah, she
right?
should. If a surgeon saw somebody in their house and was like, went into somebody else's house and went, oh, I think this is my house, and then cut their leg off, they would go to jail because why would you go into somebody's house and cut their leg off?
It's a little different. You're correct. Okay, it's a little different. But what I'm saying is, when surgeons fuck up to this level,
that's right.
They don't go get any kind of jail time. That's what I'm saying. Though.
Although
it is a major fuck up. I think she should get some time. Sure.
If a surgeon was drunk on the job, like say what's really egregious for a surgeon. If a surgeon was drunk on the job, he might go to jail. If he killed a patient because he was drunk when he was operating, he might go to jail.
Or
Pilots
if
who
a
fuck up
surgeon
in
does. Sorry, Jim.
That's okay.
I was going to say if a surgeon does a surgery that is not needed, like the way somebody gets killed when they don't need to be killed, like if there's a cop kills somebody but they're an innocent person, if a surgeon did a surgery to somebody that didn't need a surgery, they wouldn't just get sued. They would go to jail and they'd lose their license and it'd be a whole thing. But I do think it's an interesting. I do think it's an interesting point that you bring up that like there are. But if there, I don't know. I mean, I guess if there's gross malpractice, right? Like to the point where it's
Gross
not just
negligence,
okay,
yeah.
the surgery went wrong. Yeah, I wouldn't mind putting a surgeon. If he acted like in a way that was that irresponsible, I guess so, but I'd have to go case by case. I don't know.
All right, thank you, Scott.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. I don't. I just don't feel. Again, if she was sexting her partner, which she might have been, that kind of explains the distraction. I'm not saying
I don't need an explanation. I mean, people are so there.
People
it's
would
so
like
funny.
to know, though. It does matter though when you look for motives in a murder. It helps.
Sure, I'm curious. I would like to know, but it doesn't change my opinion on what should happen. Like, you're right. Like, I'm not saying, like, let's not even talk about it. I'm more saying it doesn't change my opinion of what should happen. I just think, like, when we're kids, we're raised, like, with this idea in school. They go, oh, you're not going to be able to get away with this when you get to middle school. And then you get to middle school. Oh, once you're in high school, you're not going to be able to get away with that. And, like, I feel like as you get older, we just get more and more permissive of things, and there's more and more loopholes and more ways to kind of make a mistake, and people understand, and it's okay. But like sometimes you fuck up so bad that you have to have a really bad punishment, and that's just is what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, 10 years, a 10-year prison sentence. She didn't get 5. She got 10 years. Any type of a sentence is a possible parole, sure. But she was sentenced to 10. So, I mean, with any sentence, there's always a parole eligibility if that sentence allows for that. So, if she got 20 years, people will be going, she only got 10. Like, it depends. If she fucks up, she's going to do the full 10. Chelsea in Minnesota wants to address Tom in Philly. Hello, Chelsea.
Why are you even bothering?
You can go fuck himself.
Why, Chelsea?
I spent 8 years in the military, and I was younger than most of the men that I was with, as well as a lot of the females I was with. They were also stronger and had their shit together more than most of the men. And you guys also pointed out that most of the cop killings are from guys. Not women.
Yeah, but he was right, though. A woman panics.
I mean, what's this caller's name, Jim?
Chelsea.
Chelsea, if I could point out something, let's look at how emotional you are right now.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you do have to take that into account.
That's right. Typical broad, that time of the month, panicking.
Is it that time of the month, Chelsea?
What's that?
Is it that time of the month?
No, it's not.
Yeah, well, we know what happens.
Well.
Women shouldn't be cops. They panic, run around like a bunch of hens shooting up in the air, yelling help.
Guys, every morning, so thank you.
All right, Chelsea.
Thank you. Yeah, no, but I think, especially after that phone call, we should take a long, hard look at whether women are allowed in the military.
I agree with Tom.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
I trust men.
Makes much more sense. Yeah, when have men ever done anything wrong?
Yeah.
It's not like we fucked everything up.
But maybe he's saying that women are physically not as strong and they're more likely to pull a trigger. But you know what?
Most women could beat me up.
That's true. But there was that guy on the train. Remember that guy on the train, that crazy Russian, and he stabbed the guy? He stabbed a bunch of people, and then the guy who practiced like some jujitsu and finally stopped him on the train and got himself stabbed. And he credited like the UFC and MMA, and Dana gave him like tickets to shows for years for that because he got stabbed pretty bad, but he saved people.
Yeah, we had him in, didn't we?
Yes, we did. There was a cop on that train, a guy, and he didn't come out with his gun. He actually saw it happening and did nothing.
He's like, this is between... He's like, my name's Paul, and this is between y'all.
He panicked.
And he left it alone.
As a male officer, he panicked. Again, I could see myself panicking too. But just because you're a cop doesn't mean that you're brave. It doesn't mean that you're going to handle everything correctly.
Yeah. I mean, I can't... I think about that sometimes. I honestly can't think of a more stressful situation than just the day-to-day life of a police officer.
Try telling jokes.
You're right, Jim. I forgot about that.
So yeah, I don't. I mean, I've never seen a cop act cowardly, but I know they do. I mean, like the off-duty cop who had the gun in the fucking the shooting in Florida in Parkland. Was that Parkland? Yeah, with a cop. That cop. He's like an off-duty guy or an ex-cop, security guy who went the opposite way. Trump called him a coward publicly.
How about
He was charged, I think.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Remember, there was a cop at a wedding that did like a backflip or something. His gun went off.
That video was fucking awesome.
No one got shot though, did they?
Nobody got shot.
No, nobody got hurt.
I think somebody
but
may have got grazed.
Yeah.
I think somebody did get shot in the leg or the foot. Now that you mention it, but that's so funny.
That's
It's
definitely
great.
being irresponsible as a cop.
Absolutely. Yeah,
What? You should get fired for that for sure.
I don't know about that. No,
You can't do backflips at weddings with your gun, bro. You can't have a gun anymore if you're doing that.
I don't know about that. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to punish a guy for doing that, and especially if no one's killed.
I think that's where you're going to wait until the next time he does a backflip and somebody does get killed. We know now it's dangerous to do backflips with guns in your pockets. You can't do it.
No.
If I would put that, if I were the president, I would say one of the new gun laws, because everybody wants gun laws, right? One of the new gun laws is if you're doing backflips at a wedding and your gun falls out of your pocket, you can't ever own a gun ever again, ever.
And it went
It's
off.
ridiculous. Why the fuck would you need to be carrying a gun at a wedding where you're doing a backflip? Why would you need to have your gun on you?
Oh, yeah, someone got hit.
Yes, he can't ever have a gun again if I'm the president, if I'm in charge.
He shot
Never.
someone in the leg. I give people a certain amount of, again, that doesn't make anybody feel better. Did anybody get hurt though or no? That might not have been.
It hurts to get shot in the leg,
It
for
said
sure.
shot man in the leg.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that kills.
But
I mean,
I
it doesn't
don't,
actually kill anybody, but it does hurt a lot, I've heard.
I don't want to see that guy lose his career. It's depending on how badly the guy's hurt or the other guy's.
Fine.
Oh, he
death duty.
gets to keep his gun.
That's
Chase
crazy.
Bishop, he had a plea deal. He's accused of a felony second-degree assault. Was he fired or no? I don't know.
Maybe
maybe look at that and see if he was fired.
Put him on desk duty. It's not even about being a cop. For me, if any person does a backflip with their gun in their pocket and it goes off because it fell out of their pocket while they were doing a backflip at a wedding, they can never have a gun again. Ever.
No.
I don't think they're responsible with their firearm if that's what's going on. I don't think that. I don't think he's a responsible gun owner. Is that crazy for me?
No, but I also give a slight amount of leeway for a mistake that I can understand. Like her mistake is not even understandable. It's just I mean, come on. But this guy, he's just dancing and it fell. It was stupid, but
you're so much nicer and more tolerant as you've gotten older.
Well, with certain things. With certain things, I'm not. Race mixing. I don't go for it.
That's terrible.
Hold on a second. Mark in Philadelphia.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Sam, I need you to do me a favor. If I start getting loud, just check me. Don't cut me off. Because I got loud the other day. All right, so listen, I'm glad you guys. I tend to get loud when I get real emotional. But anyway, I'm glad you guys are talking about this. One thing I've always said for years, and I'm from Philadelphia. I'm calling from Philly. But you know who doesn't belong in these uniforms are these fat fucks. The fat fucks that can't even put on a fucking uniform. I'd rather have a 100-pound woman with a gun than a fat fuck who he's like, you know what? I'm not fucking running. Fuck this shit. Why is it that the military, they got to be in tip-top shape, and then we get the fat fucks protecting our cities? It's like it doesn't make fucking sense. And by the way, I think when that woman...
Go
ahead.
No, go ahead. I was going to say, I guess there's physical fitness tests to get into the cops, but once you're in, Maybe you can
yeah, your grandfathered in. Yep.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think when this woman opened the door, he probably walked around with no clothes on, saw his hog, and got scared and shot him. That's probably what happened.
No, he was eating ice cream. All right, thank you,
you
Mark.
can eat ice cream naked.
with no underwear. All right, later.
Thanks.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah, I agree. No women, no fat fucks.
Who else can't be cops?
Yeah, he's right about people who are in terrible shape, though. Like, I see some cops, I mean, you don't have to be in perfect shape. I see some guys that are vastly overweight, and it's like, what the fuck are you going to do?
Yeah, I think every, few years, they should check in again with that physical fitness stuff. Every few years, just touch base again and make sure that we're still passing the physical fitness test that you have to pass to become a cop initially. I don't think that's nuts.
Ryan in Scranton has a good point. Go ahead, Ryan.
What's he work for Dunder Mifflin?
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
No. Come on now. Send me shit bags. How you doing?
Good, buddy.
All right. I was just calling to say, hey, if she's off duty, then she's a private citizen. And, hey, if you walk into the wrong apartment and you shoot someone, I don't think there's any excuse for anyone to go ahead and do that.
No excuse.
Wow, a little excuse that means that she doesn't have to go to jail for very long.
Well, she's still going. I mean, again, I would want to see a citizen get the same type of thing if I believe them. No, I think she should go to jail. I understand why she has to go to jail. I'm not against her going to jail.
But you said you don't know about 10 years. You think that's a little long.
She won't do 10 years. Again, it's just I'm more tolerant of a horrible mistake that I can understand happening than something that isn't a mistake. All right, thank you. Thank you, Ryan.
Yep.
But I mean, the jury even didn't give her manslaughter. They gave her murder.
I know, they did. I guess the legal thing, I was surprised about that, too.
Because she did intend to kill him.
Well, she wanted the clicker, and he wouldn't give it to her.
Oh.
It's these women, man.
Yep.
It's these women. You see, that caller, that caller made me think of what Meghan McCain has been saying in the press, that, you know how you, literally every single day, and I keep up on it. I like it. All the news sites post the videos of the women on The View squabbling with each other.
Yep.
Every day there's a new clip of Joy Behar and Meghan McCain or whoever is the fight of the day. It's almost always Meghan McCain and somebody else fighting with each other. And she pointed out that she believed that it was sexist that was going on because every other news channel every day has men fighting with each other, but for some reason when the women on The View do it, it's national news, she says. And I think there is some truth to that. There's something about women fighting that people take it differently than men fighting, but I also think that The View has such high-profile people on it that we also like to see high-profile people fighting. And maybe they become more high-profile because they're on The View. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like, every show on ESPN is just two guys arguing back and forth.
They're also arguing about sports usually, not.
Well, that's a man's thing.
I love that one. Well, you tell me we don't need a defensive end? Yeah, well, we got to get a wide receiver first.
Stephen A. Smith coming in.
Oh,
let me tell you right now.
Who cares? Two guys arguing about sports on television. There's nothing I'd rather watch less than that.
I like fighting.
I don't mind fighting. I just don't give a fuck about. Are you trying to tell me the division is up for grabs? Fuck you.
Especially when you know it's fake. They're not really fighting with each other. That's the nice thing about The View is that you could tell they really hate each other.
Yeah, I think that maybe that is what feels good about it. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't think Francesa really hates the callers.
Oh, Francesa does. He hates everybody, though. He hates his staff. He hates the callers. He hates everybody talking about his app. Yeah, he does. He hates the truth.
Yeah, that's not fake.
Yeah, no, that's not. That's why I like Francesa so much. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think that it's always sexist. I think that sometimes people just like it when it's real life.
They're fighting, yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind, Meghan McCain and Joy Behar hate each other's guts.
Do they really hate each other, though?
Dude,
when they talk off
no, they hate each other.
They hate each other. They will not let each other get a word out on that show without some comment or face or something. It's the greatest thing ever. And then I watched one clip recently where there was some guest host or something on The View, and Meghan McCain was trying to get something out because Meghan McCain is also in a tough spot. She's the one conservative person on the show.
That's a very tough spot.
So, she's always put in this position. but she was trying to get her thought out, and so she was speaking like, emotionally, and she was like loud about it, but not like offensive, just doing what she does. And the woman that was the guest host said, you don't need to yell at me. I'm sitting right next to you. And Meghan McCain got so pissed that they went to commercial and they did the wide shot, and you just saw Meghan McCain walk off set. Everybody stayed, and she just walked off. She was like, I can't even deal with you.
Wow,
right now.
yeah, she's had enough. I love Meghan too.
I do too. I love Meghan McCain a lot. And I think that's why she's good on that show, because if she doesn't like you and she doesn't like the people that are on that show, she'll make it obvious.
She can't
and Joy's
hide
good
it.
too. Like Joy doesn't really hide the fact that she doesn't like Meghan McCain either. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I like that stuff. And then poor Whoopi is just sitting there trying to be the ringleader at the circus, bring everybody in together, and keep the show on its tracks and everything.
How long has Whoopi been there?
Several years for sure. She's the she's in the Barbara Walters position now.
Yeah, she is. She's the boss.
She's the head person.
Yeah, that's who's the black woman? The first black woman who left. She lost all that weight. Star Jones.
Star Jones. Yes. Right. It did used to be a nicer show.
Yeah,
like
everything's more contentious now.
Yeah,
it's like I say, with contentiousness, contempt will be soon to follow.
Is that in a book?
I say that a lot.
You should put that in a book, man. That's really wise.
I wouldn't put it in a book.
Sometimes I say Jim is wise beyond his years, but then I realize how old he is, and I go, no, it's not true.
It works out.
Yeah, right on the level.
Are you going to buy a copy of Pan's Follies?
Did you note? Okay, this is my favorite thing ever. Because finally, usually Travis falls for it, but he didn't fall for it this time.
Nope.
Because I didn't even read the text. I had the preview on forever, and I was so proud of you. I can't even find it. I think it was just between the three of us, right?
I was at
no, that was.
Oh, you were on that too,
was
Troy?
on 4, yeah.
Yeah, so Troy, then I'm proud of you too, because you didn't respond either.
Here, I'll find it. Hang on.
Nope,
that's the Roland one.
I got it.
You got it?
Okay. What did the pan text say, Troy? That literally there's three of us on the text,
oh, right.
and none of us responded to it.
If I can get an advance copy, would you be willing to read A Hat for Pan to secure the interview?
Nobody responded.
Forgot about that.
Me. So that text was Jim, Travis, me, and you, Troy.
And Rob was on it too.
And Rob. I love that. The entire staff was on. And everybody was like, "Fuck this. We have lives."
You don't understand, though. It doesn't discourage anybody.
It doesn't.
No, not at all. Because you have to read it. It's there.
True.
Yeah. It was a blue dot text for a long time on my phone.
That's fine. It was there. And then whenever there's another conversation, it has to. Your eyes do pass over it. And if nobody answers the question, we might lose the interview.
I read it many times. I mean, that's why I have 718 unread text messages right now, but that's because I read the text previews. And so I did read that preview, but I was super proud. Then I'll say this. I was super proud of all of you, the staff, for not responding to Jim and his dumb Pan character nonsense.
I was not about to let Pan ruin my Disney vacation.
Good for you.
Did you read that while you were on your vacation?
Yep.
I mean, but I guess now that it's out there, Travis, would you accept an advance copy of A Hat for Pan?
Would I accept it?
To do the interview.
Yeah, to do the interview. He would like you to read A Hat for Pan in advance.
If we need to do it for the interview, sure.
Okay.
I forgot about that text.
I don't want to. A hat for Pan. It's always got to be a hat.
I know.
Of course it does. It's always the same shit.
It really is. Just redundancy.
Hey, did you get a flu shot, Jim?
No, not. You know, it's funny. You're right. It's now October. I did not yet. I'll do it this week. Wow, good call.
Yeah, I used to skip them, but now that I have kids, got to get a flu shot.
Fuck yeah.
But I remembered because I saw my guy Beto O'Rourke getting his flu shot. Did you see it?
When do I usually get it? Am I late?
You're okay, bud. You haven't gotten the flu. You're all right.
Yeah, I know that, but is October okay time to get it?
Of course, that's the time. Yeah, everybody's getting flu shots now. It's just getting colder. Yeah, this is when people get flu shots.
Okay, but I'm not like a month late.
But no, I was going to get it this week, but yeah, Jess wanted me to get it like on Monday or Tuesday, and I was like, I'm traveling all week. I'm all over the place. This would be the worst time ever to get a flu shot.
I'm going to get one this weekend.
Yeah, so I'll get it when I get back.
Shoot me up for the old flu.
You see Beto's flu shot?
Yeah, I did.
He was trying to be relatable, and he
He
really
is
came
hateable.
off.
I
He is
hate
just-
this guy.
He sucks.
I don't know why I hate it. He's saying, damn right we're going to take your guns. I just hate his guts.
You're not taking anyone's guns because you're not going to be the president.
I hate Elizabeth Warren. I like
Like
Trump better than both of them, and I like Tulsi Gabbard better than all of them.
I'm in the Yang gang. I like Tulsi Gabbard because she keeps herself in shape. She does good exercises.
She's also very, very measured.
Yeah,
And she
that's
joined
true.
the military and served. She's bright. She doesn't talk about conservatives like they're a bunch of fucking retarded people. She mentions, free speech, all the stuff that I want to hear about.
I like booty gigs too.
Yeah,
Mayor Pete.
Yeah, I hate his name, Mayor Pete.
Mayor Pete, baby. He's America's mayor.
I don't like anybody with a fucking kitschy name.
Well, because nobody knows how to say booty gig. So they say Mayor Pete. But Beto got this flu shot done. It's so funny the little things that people do. Like it sounds like it should be so innocuous, but everybody just started looking at this going like, what an asshole. Like first of all, like when I looked at it and I go, there's not a lot of people in the world that I think I have better arms than.
Yeah. His mouth is irritating too.
I think I have better arms than Beto. Beto's arms are a horror show.
Yeah, he's an awful. No, he has actually bigger arms than you, though. He's actually probably in better. He's probably
he's skinny fat, dude. There's no muscle on those arms.
That's not true. That Troy?
He's definitely bigger than Sam.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam's kind of a twerp.
You're a twerp.
Okay,
I heard you cry when you get tattoos, too.
In some spots. Beto takes like a big breath, like, oh boy, here we go.
That's what I mean. Like, dude,
No one
he's got
likes a
this
needle.
No, well,
come on. He's a grown man who wants to be the president, and he can't take getting a flu shot, and he's got weak arms.
You should have seen when I got needles in my dick for that treatment. 5 of them.
Oh, you really should have videoed yourself, at least for your face.
You wouldn't do that?
Put needles in my dick?
No
I was
way.
numbed up.
No.
2 under the head.
Did you really?
Oh
need
my
it?
God.
It helped. I'm going to go back for another treatment. It was really great.
Why are you messing with your dick, dude?
It's nothing bad.
He's messed with it too much. He's trying to fix it.
No, believe me, this is not bad. Little sound waves through your cock. Anyway, we got a break in a minute.
can't
We got
just
Chris
talk into
coming
it?
soon. What's that?
You can't just talk into it?
I talk to it.
What do you say?
Do this.
Give it little Lombardi speeches?
Yeah. I don't yell at it anymore. I just try to wake it up.
You tell it to play like a champion?
Yeah, come on, you can do this.
You can do it. Give it the Rudy speech?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. I know she's fat. Forge ahead.
Yeah, I guess we should take a break. Chris Hardwick is coming in. He's going to be at Caroline's this weekend and at New York Comic Con this weekend. And I mean, we were talking at the beginning of the show about staying busy.
Yeah.
Chris Hardwick does it better than just about anybody.
I know, even though I miss At Midnight.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun show to watch. And I got to go with you. I think maybe the last time you did it.
That's
I might have
right.
gone twice when you did it.
Yeah. The only time
You
I
were
ever
very
lost.
good, didn't you? You never lost, right?
I know. The only time I ever lost was that last time. It was to that opera woman.
Oh,
She was a Broadway musical person.
probably fixed.
I was okay with it. Oh, totally fixed.
Yeah.
Wait till I
So
fucking get my hands on Hardwick.
What was your record?
I don't know. However many times I did it and won.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, no, it's not however many times you did it and won. It's however many times you did it minus one.
No, and 1 is the record. It's like if you're 10-1, I'm 10-1. So however many times I did it. Minus 1 and 1. Yeah, yeah.
And 1. Yeah. Well, maybe I can't believe you don't remember.
For what? I didn't know how many Tonight shows I've done. My manager
know
was
why?
like 40. I'm like, oh, really?
Oh, humble
Like for
brag.
somebody
No,
like
it
me,
doesn't help me with my draw. No one cares.
for somebody like me, I would probably remember. But for somebody like you, that is just show business nonstop, just oozing the business as it's known, you probably don't remember that stuff. So many projects, so many things juggling around. I get that.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Red carpets.
Red carpet Jimmy.
Major movies with stars.
Major motion pictures.
Pilots still to be filmed.
Right.
Pitches still to be made.
Yeah, man. And rejected.
Oh, Sam.
Possibly.
Possibly rejected.
Probably.
Well,
Probably.
yeah.
Most likely.
Definitely.
More than likely they will be.
We could say with some authority that they will be rejected.
Failed pitches would probably sum it up. Heartbreakers.
Right. And the pilots that you shoot, will.
There's a term for it. It's called a one and done.
Right. We're not going to series on them.
One would expect that. That's correct.
No, well, yeah, we can say with some authority those pilots will not go to series. But the point is, you got a lot going on.
With almost certainty, we can say that.
Right. With almost. Oh, okay. We could take a break. Chris Hardwick is coming in next. Stay tuned.
More Jim Norton and Sam Roberts after this.
Sam Roberts on a Thirsty Thursday.
You know, I walked into the restroom. I wanted to tinkle.
Yeah.
And I saw that there were 5 open stalls in a row.
Did you take advantage?
I said, I'm going to treat myself to a shit.
Okay, if that doesn't become a drop on a promo somewhere.
I'm going to treat myself to a nice shit. And then I go in there and I wipe off the already clean bowl and I take a seat and nothing. I didn't have to shit.
That's amazing.
Very frustrating.
Not even farts?
Might have been one little fella, one little joker snuck out.
It's like meeting the man of my dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. Isn't it ironic? It's like finding a clean toilet bowl and not even having to doo-doo.
Kind of is like that, yeah.
I think that was in the original Alanis Morissette lyrics.
I really wanted to treat myself to a shit.
I know you did.
Do you ever hear the song she sings about sucking the guy's dick in the theater?
It's Joey Gladstone.
That's about Charlie Sheen.
No, it isn't.
Dave Coulier?
Yeah, Dave Coulier, Joey Gladstone from...
it could have been Dave Grohl, too.
It's amazing how fucking
Coulier.
iconic that became. She sucked a dick in a theater, and everybody knows it was this guy from Full House. I wonder if Dave Coulier is rich from that show. Like what the syndication deal he got was.
I would really hope so. I would really hope that Dave Coulier made a ton of money off that.
She made that whole album into a Broadway show now.
Is there a theater scene?
I would hope so. I mean, stretching for a lot of content. One album.
You know, the way she asks is annoying.
Yeah, it's called Jagged Little Pill.
Oh, a shocker.
She goes, down on you in a theater. It's like Hepburn sucking your dick.
I remember when Jagged Little Pill came out, and it was so ridiculously successful and iconic for the era.
Yeah.
Alanis Morissette probably thought, what a career this is going to be. And she was like, oh, just the album, huh?
No, she had that second album.
Yeah, really? Did they make an end to a Broadway musical, too?
I mean, let's see how successful this first one is.
Yeah, we'll see.
Did she kind of fall off?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Africa. Thank you. That was the follow-up, right?
Oh, that's not a bad song. That was actually okay.
Yeah, really? When she was walking around naked through the subway, and everybody was like, "Yeah, no, we're done."
Yeah. That was off her next album.
I don't mind that one. Thank you, Africa. Yeah, that was great.
That's fine.
I love you, Norman, you old pope.
Yeah, that one's probably not going to come up in the musical. She's probably not going to bring up "Thank You."
No, man.
When she's doing her musical.
Wait, she how many albums?
I mean, she had 2 before Jagged Little Pill.
Nobody listened to it, man.
No, of course not.
Under Rug Swept is a pretty great album.
Okay.
But that was the precursor to so-called Chaos. I skipped over Flavors of Enlightenment, and I landed on Havoc and Bright Lights.
Are these Pan books, or are those Alanis Morissette albums?
That's a great question. Thank you, Africa.
She hasn't put an album out in
7 years. Well, she's been touring on those, on the success of the other ones.
She was like, well, on a Jagged Little Pill.
Let's also not forget she did You Can't Do That on Television.
That's true.
Yes, she did do that.
That's
I
true.
don't think that's
tribute to R. Bud Dwyer.
Really not supposed to do that.
You're right. It's a great show.
I like Alanis.
Yeah, of course you do. She's
I
Canadian,
mean, I'm not
isn't
like
she?
Huh?
Isn't she Canadian?
She is, yeah.
Oh, of course you do.
Travis, like you went to Lilith Fair. Of course you like Alanis.
Yeah, that's right. He did. You
I
had
don't know
hair
if
like
that
her in
has
high
to do
school.
anything.
Yeah, you did.
What video is that? Thank you when she's walking around nude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we see a little bit of that?
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't hate that song.
You're just going to get distracted now.
No, I won't.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Because I remember when Jim Florentine and I did our pilot for VH1, we had to play. My name was Jerry and Morris and Jerry. I was Morris, he was Jerry. We had to watch videos.
Why could you just be Jim and Jim?
But I know, but that's what the names they was Morris and Jerry.
They're in character.
And one of the things we did was I was watching the video, and I sprayed Windex on the screen, and I tried to wipe off the smudge where her pussy was. so I could see it.
Stupid.
I know it was stupid, but it was pretty funny, and they wouldn't let me do that. They're like, no, your character's like, shut up.
Why? Morris wouldn't do that?
That's so silly.
Morris would do that. That's funny.
It's a good song.
Yeah, it's not bad. She's very pretty here, too. I wouldn't mind giving her a deep tongue kiss. She has a blocky head. I wouldn't mind holding her square head and giving her a kiss.
Are you going to see the musical?
No, her SpongeBob head. Give her a deep, loving kiss.
Wouldn't that be great
Very
if she was
cute.
like, look, my musical didn't work out, but I will be playing SpongeBob in the SpongeBob musical because of the shape of my head.
How old is she? I'm going to guess she's 47. Or is she maybe
probably
older?
not a bad guess.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
I bet I'm going to go under. What is it?
45.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, she's
nailed
way
it.
older than I would. Oh, she has a lot of kids, too.
Way older.
She's still cute.
She's like 5-6 years younger than you.
No, I know
why
that,
would you
but I'm
bring it
saying
up,
way older
Travis?
than my preference.
Why would you?
No, I
Oh,
know.
no, that's
I know that's
understandable.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah. She's very talented.
Yeah.
Did you see the Green Day musical when it was out?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't either.
You hear their new song?
American Idiot?
No, man.
Oh.
They put stuff out since then. Sounds
No,
nothing like them. He's singing in like a falsetto. It's really not good.
I'm a big Toto guy.
Toto got big. Toto got big again because of
Yeah, they
stupid
did.
Weezer doing the cover that sounded exactly like them. And people were like, I guess we can listen to both. They sound exactly the same.
Yeah, I was like, why aren't we just replaying the Toto song on K-Rock? Like,
Yeah,
why you got to
that's
play
the
the
Weezer-
Weezer one?
That's the Weezer version. They go like this. I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea. I don't
typed
know
in
which one is
Toto.
which. I typed in Toto and I listened to him. I can't tell the difference.
What do you think of Rashida Tlaib telling officers, the police chief, to only use black facial recognition analysts because they can tell the difference? Hear, hear.
I don't know anything about it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, she's obviously Detroit. She told the Detroit police chief is furious and insulted. She said he should only hire black employees to be facial recognition analysts. I think non-African Americans think African Americans all look the same. The freshman Congress, I mean,
that seems like.
Can you imagine how much trouble you get in if you were a white cop and you're like, here, here?
I mean, yeah. Are you kind of saying I think white people are racist, so you should just hire black people?
Yeah, let me hear her actually say it. If we can, I've only read it.
Analysts need to be African Americans, not people that are not. Because let me tell you, no, it happens all the time. It's true. I mean, I think non-African Americans think African Americans all look the same. I've seen it even on the House floor, people calling Elijah Cummings John Lewis and John Lewis Elijah Cummings, and they're totally different people. I'm just saying.
That's a great point.
I see it.
She's
That
absolutely right. Nobody else ever gets mixed up.
There was one guy who did it one time, so I think that would be all white people.
Yeah, she's 100% right. That's a great point. I mean, why people are so angry at Ilhan Omar for this?
Who knows, right? Yeah, I mean, it's so weird when people who are like progressive. Because I'm not. Like,
yeah, come on, come on,
just
come
lump
on,
every-
Libby.
That's right.
We mean that's right.
Troy knows.
Let him in, Sammy.
Let him in, Bramlins.
But to just sit there and go like, yeah, well, you know, white people think all black people look alike, so you can't hire white people. You're like, well, you're the one generalizing now. That doesn't seem fair.
Well, it's so obvious. Like literally.
I mean,
it's
but I
so
think that's
obvious. Is
that's
it all over
silly.
MSNBC? No. I bet you Fox covers it. MSNBC won't. CNN won't. You know.
What's her nationality?
I think she's black.
I hope so. Otherwise, her theory gonna get shot in the foot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is it a big enough story for it to be covered, or is it just somebody saying something stupid?
Is. Of course. If a fucking, it's
Why
a
would
bigger
it?
news story if a comedian makes a joke with race in it.
You're right.
Rob's telling me that Fox News had the police chief on this morning.
Good.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, this is Fox News. They'd love this story.
MSNBC will. That's how you know Trump's right about the press. I know which outlets will cover it without having looked. Like we know who will cover it as a top story without looking. Fox will take this angle. MSNBC and CNN will take that angle. It's all. There's never a surprise.
You just pick which one you like.
Did you see Trump's tweet last night?
Yeah, I saw it, and it's bullshit.
Oh, good for him.
I think he's starting to melt down.
He is melting down. He posted a meme yesterday with Nickelback in it. He is absolutely melting down. Did you see that, Jim? Did you see his Joe Biden tweet?
Biden's gun plan, it could destroy the industry for selling lawful constitutional.
No, the video that he posted. We sent it in the email.
I did not.
I love that Nickelback's been dragged in this conversation.
Dude, Nickelback was trending all day on Twitter yesterday.
I don't mind. Nobody's cared about them in a long time.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of it was negative attention. But you're right, Troy. Sometimes all attention is good attention, right?
Here's the video he tweeted.
Yeah, so he just tweeted out this meme, and it's just look at this video that Trump tweeted. We'll send it out or something.
Have you ever spoken to your son about his overseas business dealings?
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
He edited, well, he didn't edit, but somebody edited the video for photograph, and Chad Kroger is now holding a photo of the Bidens.
Very funny. By the way, listen to Biden trip on the last word. Go back. I did business. Listen to him fuck up the last word.
Have you ever spoken to your son about his overseas business dealings?
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings.
You just kind of mumbles it together.
Who
would have thought we'd have a president that's just tweeting out Nickelback memes? Like, what the hell is going on?
Look at the photograph. Very funny.
Look at this photograph.
Oh, that's enjoyable.
And that's like the quintessential. It's as bad as Nickelback songs are. That's the worst one. It's like so literal, and it's perfectly meme worthy.
By the way, go back down up a little bit, Troy. Did you see this one? Who's this guy?
I don't think the president would be tweeting it.
Who's that? Is that guy Schiff? Who's that guy right there?
Schiff?
Get it?
Schiff.
Bullshit.
Oh,
yeah. Well, he wrote bullshit before, right?
Oh, yeah.
In all caps, he wrote bullshit.
I love it.
Bullshit.
Do you think he's starting to lose it?
He's losing it, dude.
Yeah, what was that video that was just sent around last night where he's completely unhinged, rambling for like 4 minutes?
Yeah, he's losing it.
He just can't take the press anymore.
Well, remember when I mean, I wouldn't say it's the press's fault that he's losing it.
That's a big part of it. A big
part of it. The idea that
it.
they're being unfair to him, I would say that he's acting like a maniac and it's catching up to him.
No, it's not just that. It's the fact that also that he has done some good stuff and they're giving him credit. He's right about them. About a lot of stuff he's wrong, but about them, he's 100% right, and he can't fix it. And it's almost like trying to dig yourself out of sand. There's never going to be a moment where everyone just hears it your way, so you're never going to win, and he can't accept the fact that he will never change that.
Yeah, but he does the exact same thing. That's what he does.
He does, but he's still one person fighting.
He's the president.
It doesn't matter. You're still a person fighting like what you see online. It's like fighting, taking a Twitter fight on. There's just too many people. You're never going to fix the way people think.
But when he's arguing with the press saying, like, you'll never admit that if I'm right.
He's right. That he's correct about.
But he'll never do it either.
No.
He never admits when he's wrong.
No politician does. No president does. And presidents, by the way,
he makes things up to not admit that
they
he's
all
wrong.
do it. They all do it. They all do. You're right, but they all do
He's
it.
so much more blatant than anybody has been.
I don't think so. Clinton lied. It looked right in the camera and lied. Like they've all done it. Bush lied. Every one of them is guilty about that.
Yeah. But they didn't start a campaign accusing other people of doing what they do.
Because the press, but none of them.
And the press did. They called Bush a war criminal. They impeached Clinton.
Right. So they've treated.
So they weren't unfair. It's not like they treated them like gold. And then Trump comes along and all of a sudden they're mean.
No, but they were typically less understanding with Bush. They treated Cheney horrendously.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what the press does.
But Trump has gotten a different level of treatment before he even got in. He got a different level of treatment from them.
Because he was making period jokes on the campaign trail.
Yeah, I mean, look, he was different than any of them. But so what? Like, is he really that much different as a person than anybody running? No, he's really not.
Yes, come on.
His communication is different. What's different to him and John Kerry? John Kerry, John Kerry did serve too, but he married a rich woman and he says things better. He lies smoother. Gives a fuck.
Trump said a lot of racist shit.
He said some shit that he definitely shouldn't have said. Absolutely, 100%,
yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah, I would say that I think that you are underestimating the differences between Trump and other people.
Sure. One group of people, one lineage of people are much better trained at hiding who they really are. I'll tell you what Trump's better at than any of them is he's emotionally more honest than anyone who's ever sat in that chair. He's an emotionally honest guy. He can't lie emotionally. I'm not saying that's the best quality, but you always know where he stands on every issue.
I mean, Kanye West is emotionally
That's exactly,
honest,
yeah,
too.
okay. There you go.
That's not good quality, though. I'm not looking at him going like, okay, there's a guy I can count on.
But there's a guy that you know where he stands. There's something about that I like because I don't feel like I can count on most of them. Obama was a much better speaker, much more kind of quote unquote dignified guy in times of tragedy, but
you're not supposed to make your decisions based on your emotions anyway.
They all do, though. I mean, on some level, I'm just saying with us, we can see Trump. That's all. We can see it. Bring Chris in whenever he comes.
Oh, Chris is here?
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean, he literally just got here. I'm
okay.
seeing people walk out.
Great. Chris Hardwick, who'll be in Carolina.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
How you doing, man?
Good.
New York
You
City
just got
this
here, right?
weekend.
I did.
Okay, cool. I don't even know. Are there tickets available? You're tonight, tomorrow, Saturday. You're at Comic-Con as well. Are there even tickets available? Sam is, by the way, on the screen. He's in Florida.
Sam.
Hey, Chris.
Sam, how are you? What are you doing on the screen?
I'm good. I'm in the closet, but they make me stay in there. I'm not allowed to share the room with Jim.
I like your really cool sound foam in the back there.
Yes.
You know what it looks like? It looks like you're in the Matrix. It looks like you've been. And that's your weird, like, neutral background.
It really is. I'm just in a nondescript kind of, center.
Yeah, you need to put your sun blades on your face and some sort of cool jacket, and then just start doing high kicks. For Jim, just for Jim.
I would like to see it.
Is this streaming anywhere? Are you in the booth, or is this just for us?
It'll be on. I mean, when we make the video, it'll be.
Good. Yeah, so there are tickets for Caroline's Thursday through Saturday.
Tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, and you're hosting this Walking Dead thing.
Yes, sir.
At the theater, the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden.
Now it's the Hulu Theater, yeah.
And was it someplace smaller first? And they moved it there.
It was it's been at that space. I think it just used to be called like. It had a Madison Square Garden name.
Now it's the Hulu Theater.
Now it's
Sorry,
the Hulu
I
Theater,
thought you meant they moved the event. They actually changed the name of the event.
No. They changed the name of the venue, but it's the same venue that it's been for the last several years.
Now, how many years has what's his name? The British lead, the fucking
Andy Lincoln.
Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah.
How long has he been out of Walking? This is the first full season without him.
Yeah, he left halfway through last season, and this is the first full season without him. But they're doing a movie, so they're doing like a Walking Dead theatrical movie that's coming out the Universal.
And Norman Reedus is kind of the. Is the kind of like the leader now? Like
I
the
guess
main,
so. I suppose that. I mean, it is still an ensemble cast, but I guess if you wanted to, I mean that seems like a fair.
Is Carol still in the fucking
Carol
woods?
is still there. No, Carol.
She bugs me.
Carol, no, she's the best. She was on a boat. Now she's back around.
She's always in some weird place by herself. It's like, what are you doing? I stopped watching a couple years ago, but it's like, what are you doing? Go hang out with the rest of the group.
She was somewhere else. Yeah, no. She's a loner.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Have you ever been at a point, as long as the show's been on, where you go, I think I'm starting to lose interest a little bit here in this show, but that's bad for business. Let me get myself reacquainted with it.
Well, I just have such a different relationship to the show than anyone else because
I guess that's true, yeah.
For me, that show, I've been with that show for 9 years, and that show's been on for 10. And so I am so close to it. It's like my family. So I can honestly say, and I've said this to people before, and they've been like, "You're full of shit," right? I've never fallen off the train on that show. I feel so close to it, and there are always things about it that I love. So I don't know. People might say, "Oh, you're full of shit." No, that's fine. Yeah, but it is like a part of my. Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably different because you know all of them, and like you're going week by week, knowing you're going to talk. You're looking at it probably differently than the casual fan. You're going to be interviewing the people who are. It's a different relationship to it. You're right.
Yeah,
so it's not.
And also, that my kind of my take on things. Especially with At Midnight or the podcast or whatever, I really am not like I'm not someone who like shits on stuff. Like it's just not my. I don't know. I feel like there's plenty of that in the world. If you watch me and you go, this guy doesn't shit on anything. Oh God, there's a lot of people who will. to satisfy that itch for
Do you know why At Midnight's off the air? Because I was on it a lot. God damn it, I enjoyed doing that show. Chris is one of the few guys that would have me back.
Oh, you killed. Every time you were on that
loved it.
show, you killed. That show was so made for you. And I don't miss the schedule, but I miss the show. And I also miss, just as a comedy fan, just the discovery platform for comedians and the platform for comedians to be able to go on and be themselves without burning through their material and be able to go out and use the show to sell tickets on the road. And, I really miss that. There's not a lot of places on TV anymore for comedians.
It was a weird creative thing. Every time, you'd have weird creative questions and the places you were going and have to come. Your mind would have to work a certain way. It wasn't a typical comedy. It was really fun to do.
No, you were great at it, and I'm so sorry we're not doing it anymore. But every once in a while I'll sort of poke around and go, we should do this show again. Come on.
Yeah, I mean they must have loved having you on. It couldn't be that expensive a show to do.
No, it was a really cheap show to do. I mean, comparatively, it was an inexpensive show to do for a daily show.
And you were doing. How often do you tour? Are you on the road a lot doing stand up, or just when you happen to be somewhere?
No, I'm on the road. It sort of cools off a little bit when Talking Dead comes back around because our show's live on Sundays, with the exception of this Sunday, the premiere we pre-taped. So I was able to come do Caroline's. But in general, I can't really fly back live on a Sunday because if I miss a flight or if a flight's canceled, then I'm kind of fucked. So I'm off a little bit. But yes, I'm going to probably do 20 or 30 dates next year, and I have a few more dates the rest of this year.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to go out on the road, but it just sucks when you're panicking about getting back for something. It's you better off just staying in town.
Yeah, how often? How many dates a year do you do?
At least twice a month, sometimes 3. But again, it got to be so exhausting after a while.
Yeah.
I was I got to slow down a little bit.
Doesn't it make you understand why comics that we loved when we were growing up, and then you don't see them as much later, go yeah, because they probably got comfortable and didn't want to be in a fucking airport anymore.
Yeah.
And it was God, because when you're on stage is the best, but everything around that is I got to get on this plane. Oh man, this guy's coughing on me on the bar. I don't feel good. My throat's sore. I got it. When you're on stage is the best, but getting there and home
sucks. Show's not sold out. You got to worry about fucking ticket counts. It's a nightmare.
There is nothing more of a glaring how am I doing in my ticket sales. Just it's some shows are full and some shows aren't, and that's just kind of how it goes sometimes.
You just have to get okay with it, because I mean, when you have a number like that and you're getting that number every single weekend, you're not meant to have updates every single weekend with how you're doing. It's got to be bad for your brain.
Well, also, the truth of the matter is, anyone who comes out to see you, it's if a show's not full, I don't get on stage and go, what the fuck? It's but these people did show up. And so I'm going to perform for them there's 1,000, 2,000 people here because they came, But
there is you're right. There's no sure way of, there's no lying in that. There's no lying in you, Tony. It's when you go and there's a 500-seat room and there's 130 people.
Yeah.
There's this minus this equals me.
I remember.
That's who I am.
Yeah, exactly. And because there are so few ways to really figure out how we're doing in this business. The metrics are
right.
It's and that's why I think so many comedians, so many performers can get so weird about stuff, because it's not like working in a traditional industry where you get to this level and then you get a promotion, and then you get to this level and you get a raise, and then you get a watch, and then it's just you're all the time we're going, am I okay? How am I doing? What's,
You'll never be a partner.
No.
In the firm. That's how the top of the law firm is, you're a partner. There's none of that here.
The great and almost sad but comforting thing about it is that even guys who, if they sell 15,000 tickets in a city, are I didn't sell 20.
That's right.
Or this other person sold out an arena, so that mentality, you really have to figure out if it's just in your own head.
It's comforting to you because you're even those people are feeling it, but it's also this level of, no matter how big I get, this will never go away.
Well, it also shows you that when you try to place your worth, your value in external things, a alarming percentage of the time they will let you down. And also, the external world is fluid. You don't have control over it, and so you just can't. You'll just torture yourself. I mean, I did like in 2009 or 10. I did a show at the Laughing Skull in Atlanta, which is like a 75-seat room, so you do 2 or 3 shows a night.
I did that. Me and Nick DiPaolo did that together.
It was really fun. But for like a second show, like on a Thursday or something, 2009 or 10, literally 10 people showed up. And my first reaction was, well, now this is a license to hate myself.
Yep.
And then I thought, you know what, though? How fucking fun is this? And so I just brought everyone from the audience up one at a time and made it like gave them all their own talk show. And it was one of the most fun shows I'd ever done. But if I'd had a shitty attitude about it, it would have been miserable. You just got to adapt and have fun.
See, the problem is I put every ounce of my self-respect on external things. There's nothing
It's so
internal.
hard not to.
Yeah.
It's so hard not to.
It's really difficult because, man, it feels good when something happens.
Yeah.
Like when you get it, whatever it is, you're like, fuck, I feel great.
But also, if I feel like if from a young age we were able to find our self-worth internally and didn't need the external world, we probably wouldn't have become comedians.
It's a great point.
So
Jim, you don't get a personal satisfaction going home and sitting alone nude in your apartment?
No, I don't, Sam. I know that does sound appealing to most people.
Sounds great to me.
Tugging my dick again, looking at something.
You know what I want to ask you, Jim? I'm so sorry. I got this great, I think it was from a Kickstarter, but I got this chessboard called Square Off or Square Up, and it basically is an app that's connected to a board, and the board has automated pieces. And so you can play against a computer, and the pieces move themselves.
Oh.
And also, if you have the app, I can play against you, and you'll have the physical board, and the pieces will move, and it's really, really fun.
That's amazing. No, I have not heard of that, but that's something I would get because the tactile of actually holding chess pieces I haven't done in so long.
Square Off. It's called Square Off.
Oh, I will get that.
And it's really fun. And yeah, of course you can play on your phone. You can play a chess program on your phone, your computer, but really playing, being able to see the pieces move and manipulate them in real time is really fun.
But it doesn't tell you where to move them. It actually moves them for you.
Well, you move your piece and then the computer moves its piece. But if I'm playing you via the app, then the board will move as you move. So I will get to play you in a different city, but the pieces will move like we're sitting.
So how does it take a piece off the board? You have to do
it.
That.
Slides it off. So it'll slide it off the board to I can take a piece and put it off to the side, but it will also take a piece and move it off to the side.
Wow, I really want to get that because that's the one thing I haven't done is I haven't physically held chess pieces, and I'm a very, very average player, but I still love.
Yeah.
I walk by the park all the time. I always look at those guys.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't play. Like I know I'm gonna lose. Who gives a shit? I just don't do it.
You know why? Because basically park chess is really interesting because of the heckling. There's like a whole other psychological game that happens with park chess that's fascinating.
Have you played it?
No, but I've watched a lot of it, and it's so much fun. But I feel like if I sat down and I was thrust into it, I would be so stressed I would forget. Well, I don't know which piece to move,
And they're all good players.
They're amazing.
It's all they do.
That's all they do all day long. And it's a whole different lifestyle.
Did you watch any? I don't watch it, but I did kind of follow the last championship that went down to like the what do they call it at the end when they have like the fucking sudden death almost.
I don't know.
Magnus Carlsen, he like barely held on.
Right. Did he not? Did someone not show up for something? Was there some kind of weird? Did he not play in something recently?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Championship.
Did he win? He won.
Yeah, he's still champion.
Yeah.
Karjakin's the guy he played. Sergei Karjakin, his name is, I think. But yeah, I've had to go like to some like sudden death thing, like which I guess was really exciting.
I wonder if the idea of living in your own head too much of the time. I wonder, I would love to, if someone's ever done like a psychological dive on like, do chess players kind of go off their rocker at a certain point in their lives because
when they're 6.
Just because you're so much in your head all the time, and is that even if you're brilliant, how
Bobby
healthy
Fischer
is that?
ended up okay, right?
He's one of the rare exceptions. Alexander Alekhine was a fucking lonely alcoholic. I think a lot of them do kind of collapse now that they've become kind of celebrities. Like Vishy Anand is probably he's like a god in India, and Magnus Carlsen. These guys probably make a certain amount of endorsements and money. And Kasparov. Yeah. Oh, I met Kasparov. He's the first chess grandmaster I've ever actually met. I went to my friend James Altucher, interviewed him.
Oh wow!
And James is a very good chess player, and And he said, I'm interviewing Kasparov if you want to come. So I went down just to get a brief photo and handshake. And one of the Wu-Tang Clan guys was there.
Oh, wow.
Because he was hoping to play him after. But I don't
RZA?
think no, the other guy with the G. Jizza, is that his name?
The Jizza?
Yeah, he was there.
Did you talk to him at all? Or
Very
just you took a
briefly.
picture?
I just stood there. I haven't been that starstruck in probably 10 years. I just looked at him and shook his hand and took a quick photo. I didn't know what to say.
Why don't you invite him on this show?
Because I didn't want to be.
You didn't want to poach.
And James would probably try to help me if he could.
Yeah.
But I mean, he doesn't know who I am, and hey, come on, Jim and Sam. He's like one of the greatest chess players ever. He's like, I'd love to go
He
on
might
your.
be flattered by it, though.
You know what? Take
no.
a swing. The worst he's going to say is no.
I just didn't want to be a dick because he was talking to James. It was James's thing, and James has played him.
Yeah.
And lost,
wow.
but still
Of
played
course.
him.
Yeah.
But Kasparov hates that. He hates playing average people.
Well, I mean, I would imagine that every day of his life, if people recognize him, they're like, hey, we should play. And he's like, oh, sure, yeah, we should.
You imagine if every interview you did, they wanted to sit down and do Walking Dead trivia? You'd be like,
the sad thing is I would happily do it.
You would enjoy it?
Oh, yeah, totally. I have no problem with that at all. But for that guy, especially, I mean, it's kind of like how, I don't know, years ago, I moderated a panel in San Diego Comic-Con that Harrison Ford was on, and the first person that got up to ask a question was like, hi, Mr. Ford, so what would Indiana Jones say if he met Han Solo? And Harrison Ford just goes, hello? Because then you're like, and at first I was like, he totally shot this guy down. I mean, he got a laugh when he said it. But then I also think people have been asking this question for 40 years almost. So of course,
and it's a fairly terrible question.
It's awful.
I wanted the answer, but he gave a fair answer.
That's an honest answer too.
It's an honest answer. Yeah.
You had Joaquin Phoenix on your podcast this week.
Yeah,
right?
I did. Yeah.
How did you like? Did you see Joker? I'm assuming
I did.
How'd
I
you
really
like
liked it. I mean, it's dark, and there's no superhero element of it all. Like you sort of bring in. It's interesting because you are part of the story in that you bring in your knowledge and expectation and understanding of who the character is. But it's the fact that it is Joker is almost incidental to the story. You're just kind of watching a guy with mental health issues who's sort of let down by the system and let down by his family and let down by his friends. And, he just kind of spins out of control and then, of course, becomes the Joker. But there's no superhero element to it at all. And it's dark. But I think, I think Joaquin will probably get nominated.
Yeah, I hear he's very good. I typically don't love him, but I mean, this one I really want to see because I guess everyone's talking about it. And
I really liked him. I didn't know what to expect, and he was really funny and fun, and he's a riffer. He likes to fucking do bits and stuff, and that really. You never know with people who are, considered really serious actors because you think they're going to be like,
brooding.
Yeah, brooding.
Yeah.
And he was not that way at all. He was thoroughly pleasant.
Do you know who I think I'd love to interview, Sam? If we could ever get him to, I would love to talk to Liam Neeson. He seemed like I saw something he did with Gervais, and he was really funny. And I'm like, he seems like a fucking fun guy to talk to.
There are some people.
A couple topics I wouldn't bring up, but other than that.
But other than that, but I also think there's a lot of people who are serious actors that probably have a little bit of a comedy brain that don't ever get to express it, right. And people kind of people always approach them like they're these super heavy actors, and they probably want to have fun and dick around and make jokes and stuff, but just aren't really afforded the opportunity.
What was Sid Haig like? He passed away last week, but you did House of a Thousand Corpses with him, obviously.
He was a sweet guy. He was. I mean, I had a blast working with him. I would see him over the years at conventions or, at Rob Zombie's house. Sid would come by, and he was just a sweet guy.
Thank you for sticking that knife in Sam's stomach at Rob Zombie's house. He would love to be at Rob Zombie's house more than he'd love to be anywhere. And I'm glad for you. It's a casual, happy thing that you do.
Well, it is. I mean, Rob was one of the first. I mean, when I worked at MTV in the 1900s, I did correspondence at the 1995 Video Music Awards, hosted by Dennis Miller, just to date that. One of my Aristotle over here, and poopa kappa dooba da.
Do you think that it's amazing, like that type of comic hosted, and now every comedian, that's a tough gig, man. Hosting like the VMAs or any of those awards are very tough.
Any award show is really tough, and it's because the audience, I was lucky enough to get to present at the Emmys a couple times. And what I realized on stage, because sometimes you'll see a joke on the show and you go, oh, that was really funny. And the audience didn't really give it up. Other times the audience is right.
Right.
But what I realized from the stage was, oh, the audience is changing constantly, because I just wrongfully assumed all the celebrities are there the whole time. But the truth is, a lot of them come and go. They go to get drinks. They sit down for their awards. They go out in the lobby.
I didn't know that.
And so there are seat fillers coming in. And so there's constantly people shifting around at commercial breaks. It's a melee. And people are like, oh, sitting down. And then if a celebrity gets up to go to the bathroom or disappear for a bit, they'll put a seat filler in. So the audience is always in flux. And they're sort of looking around and they're distracted, and so it's not like the ideal audience for comedy, which you need to be focused on the stage and invested in kind of a, like you need an audience to become sort of a unified organism,
right?
And it's not a unified organism. It's a dynamic, constantly changing organism.
That's a great way to look. I didn't know that. I've hosted a couple of award shows, but never on that level, and they were not great shows. I mean, they're tough.
Award
to do.
shows are really hard because a lot of times, look, most people, I don't know if they want to be at an award show, and the alarming majority of the people are going to lose. So, it's just an odd dynamic. To do an award
but I
show.
should relate to them then. They should find me their hero. Everyone that loses should be like, this guy gets it.
Jim, you rudely interrupted Chris Hardwick's Rob Zombie origin story.
Oh, the origin story.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was just going to say that I interviewed White Zombie, and I guess my expectations...
The best zombie.
Right? And I guess Oh, I just got that joke.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Don't let him loop you into
I didn't support... I retroactively do not support that joke.
All right, yeah, no, I understand. Wink, we get it.
I thought you were talking about...
Men of similar ilk.
I thought you were talking about between Rob Zombie and the band White Zombie.
Yeah, no, I was just going with Sam's philosophy.
Yeah, now he's throwing it on Sam.
Sam's
it's terrible.
ugly
It's
racism.
terrible. I don't like this show.
But
go on, Chris.
But Rob, I guess I had expected that Rob was, oh, he's this rock star, this metal guy. And it turned out super funny.
Yep.
It's like hardcore nerd horror comic fan, and we just hit it off right away. And it was great. We've been friends ever since.
I like watching him perform. Like I don't love him the way I love other bands, but he's fun to watch live because he gives a shit about his live shows. Like you watch a guy like that, there's dancing and fire, and he's moving. Like he never mails it in, so it's fun to watch.
He was a big fan of Alice Cooper, and that was Alice's stage show, and he was very inspired and by that idea that the show is like a circus. Because Rob, the thing that's fascinating about him is that it's not like Rob's music gets a ton of radio play, and yet he's playing to, he put up a picture from Kentucky the other night. There were 40,000 people there. Like his tour gets bigger every year because it's such a phenomenal stage show. And now new young fans are coming in and people are bringing their kids. He's been touring for that long. And
it's so weird that you meet people now, though, that are like, they know him as a filmmaker.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's wild to me.
And when he first started doing that, people were like, oh, is this fucking rock guy going to make movies or whatever? And now it's like, yeah, he's a horror director and he's got his audience. And
he's
I don't know if you saw
both things.
Three from Hell, but it was super fun.
What happened with the Marilyn Manson tour? Did that fall apart halfway through?
No, they're still doing it.
Oh, they are still together.
Yeah, they still do like the Twins of Evil.
That's a great show.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I would go see that show.
I think the last time they were on tour together, they got in some kind of thing, and it
somebody
they ended up
something?
canceling they ended up canceling a couple dates, but they worked everything out, and now they're back on tour again, and everything's been
whatever
great.
it was, it all worked out.
I love both of those guys live, so I like a show. You know what I mean? Because I was a Kiss fan.
Yeah.
Like I like a little bit of a show.
Well, that's what's great about that kind of like goth horror rock is that it is theatrical. And when you go, if you see a good band once, you go, oh, that's a great band. I don't know if I need to see them again because I get it.
Yeah.
But when you know that there's a theatricality and a real performance to the show, then it's gonna, every time you go, it's gonna be fun and surprising. And so I get why their tours just get bigger and bigger.
It feels good when you feel like the person that you paid to see is putting work into the show.
Yeah, that they give a shit just as much as you do. Yeah.
But for a comedian, like guys like Kevin Hart can do it, like where there's fire and it's because it's just an arena.
Right.
But I mean, there's no show with a comedian.
There will not be pyrotechnics at Caroline's this weekend.
No, 212-757-4100. Chris is a really funny stand-up.
A lot of times, though, people say that at Jim shows, it's like having pyrotechnics the way he prowls the stage like a panther.
I do that, and I do this thing where I toss the mic from left to right, and like half the time I'm not even looking. Like it is like a whole thing. I do put effort into it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even look down and I catch the mic. It's quite a show. It's hot stuff.
Everybody, you need to start putting like an intermission in your show where like stilt walkers come out and all sorts of, like mimes and fire eaters.
Like what's the show?
Frankenstein in there.
Yeah.
No. Who's this show used to do in Vegas? Oh, God, I know him. My memory's just going. In fucking Vegas, they would do that show. He was the sword swallower. He does it in L.A. all the time. He threw himself in the fucking.
Oh God, I don't know who you're talking about. It's a comedian.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. He would do the big show in L.A. now. It's a very hot show. I bombed.
A magician?
No, he's a comedian, and he threw himself into the fucking fish tank at like MGM to get attention.
Oh my God, I have no idea.
I don't either.
Can we look this up?
Not Gabriel Iglesias. No, it's not him.
Pull it up.
God, I can't believe it. I
just see a lot of sites about the shark reef.
Bob Kelly took pictures of me eating a girl's pussy after one of these shows. It was in like 2003.
How do you not remember his name?
That's an odd. That's a strange.
I bombed. It was at the Palms when I did it.
The Palms.
Jeff Beecham's Madhouse.
Oh, I don't know.
Beecher's Madhouse.
I'm so sorry that I don't know that show.
Beecher's Madhouse. That's a pretty big show.
Yeah,
Jeff
I believe
Beecham
you.
feature.
Bad that I didn't know that. American producer, entrepreneur, master, mermaid themed fish tank at the MGM Grand. Wow, that sounds like a really fun show.
He had his shows were always sold out. Like it's crazy. There'd be like a dwarf and a guy's sword. It was like a whole show. And
does what happened to you after the show happen to everybody? Is that part of the show?
What do you mean?
Oh, he was talking about the picture that you took after the show.
The memory that you have from the show.
Oh, where I'm going down on a vagina? No, that was good to me. I did a really good job.
Can I ask you a question about
Sure.
that? Can I ask you a question about that type of show, though?
Sure.
Do you feel like when we were coming up in comedy that anything that was remotely theatrical or just not like telling jokes on stage was sort of frowned upon? Like, oh, what do you got a prop bag there? And now I feel like there's more room for, all different types of stuff on stage.
Well, this is was such a variety show. Like, I think comics frowned on any comedian doing stuff like that. This was more like the sword swallower wasn't a comedian. It was just a sword swallower. Or the dancers or whatever. They were just dancers. It was more like a Vegas variety show.
Right.
So it didn't feel like a comedy show. Not when I was on it, didn't.
Right.
It felt like a guy talking to the disinterest of audience. I'll never forget Ice-T just staring there with Coco's fucking trying to have fun and just watching me fucking bomb my dick off.
Well, comedy, like certain types of comedy. You must have done colleges, right? You must have done colleges in your life.
I did. Boy, Rutgers Camden, not kind to Jim Norton.
Well,
they didn't like you either, huh?
I remember like years ago when I do colleges and you'd show up and they go, okay, well, there's a study hall, so we're just going to set the mic up over in the corner and there's a PA. And there is this idea that like comedy just works everywhere. And it's like, God, it does need some conditions to help set the table for it to work.
Yeah. The first time I met Patrice, it was a college. It was me as the opener, Patrice as the feature, and this guy Dom Fig as the headliner. I bombed horribly. Dom Fig, he bombed even just as badly as I did, and Patrice bombed slightly less, and this cocky piece of shit thought he killed. I drove him back to the city because the guy Jamie asked me to drive him back, and he really was just critical of me and Dom because he thought he had a great set. That's how I knew what a delusional idiot he was. I hated him the first time I met him. We bombed in the middle of an afternoon in a college.
I remember. I think maybe one of the years I did Just for Laughs in Montreal. I think I did a show that was there might have been more French speakers in the audience, and so every comedian who was real talky struggled that show.
Right.
And then the last act was like Oh my God, I think he like juggled ping pong balls in his mouth or something, and he destroyed. And all the talking comedians were like, God damn it. You know,
that brings out hatred in comics. That brings out hatred in comedians.
Well, that guy didn't do anything wrong. He killed. Like, he, you know, from his point of view, he did the right stuff, and we were all wrong.
Sure, absolutely. But we all know, like in a room all sitting together, the guy with the ping pong balls would be put his balls quietly in his pocket, humiliated. He knows he's a fucking pile of shit. All right, well, you can see Chris tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. Caroline's, it's 212-757-4100, or go to their website, or it's just Hardwick on Twitter. And I'm happy to see you, man. And
it's good to see you too.
Also, just to promote, the Nerdist podcast is now known as Idiot. It's ID number 10.
ID10T, yep.
How do you say it?
ID10T, or Idiot, whatever makes people happy.
And that's your podcast now, and
Yes,
you can
sir.
see that. And you can also see, I don't even know if there's going to be tickets for this, the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden. When is that?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah, the Walking Dead panel.
It's the 10th season of The Walking Dead is the panel, and Chris is hosting that. So thanks for coming in,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Sam, have a safe flight, and I guess I'll see you Monday.
I'll be on WWE Network on Sunday night at 6 p.m.
Oh, right. You'll be flying in Monday morning. All right, so I'll see you Monday
for the
morning.
Hell in a Cell kickoff show.
And I'll be at Stress Factory next week, and I'm in Denver the week after. Chris, see you again soon, all
See
right?
ya. Take care.
All right, bye, guys.